on, everybody? We are going live tonight. This is a Saturday night silver. Let's see. I'm trying out StreamYard for the first time, guys, so hang with me. We're still trying to figure everything out. We're going to have Step Stacker in tonight with us. Precious Metals updates. He was going to join us, and he's not going to be able to make it. So we are going to go ahead and go. Hey, welcome. Austrian Stacker and Joshua Witt are here with us tonight. All right. Yeah, Step Stacker is going to be joining a little bit later, guys. Precious Metals updates. He might be in if things work out. If we go a little long tonight, not quite sure how long we're going to be on for. We're just kind of jumping on. This was just something that Red PMU and I put together. So welcome, guys. Definitely welcome. So we'll go ahead and there's a lot of buttons on the screen I'm not used to, guys. You'll have to give me just a minute. So let's check this out. We got 4 of us watching. I don't know. I guess I can probably turn on volume down. I can pull this in and see what's going on there. All right. We got that pulled in. All right, guys. Welcome. While we are waiting for some others to join, let's go ahead and do a spot check for everybody, shall we? I didn't get a chance to do a video this morning, so let's just go ahead and take a look and see where we ended the week up at. Let's see. Gold is up slightly at 1571. Silver is at 1776. And that gives us a ratio of 8842. Let's see. Platinum was up slightly at 968.55. And palladium was down at 2369.31. Let's see. Copper was pretty steady Friday. Looks like it ended up at 564, and aluminum was at 76.8. Barrels of crude oil are down at 50.34, and the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq both closed down at 29,102.51, and Nasdaq closed at 9,520.51. Bitcoin. If you guys don't follow the Bitcoin market, you probably should. Just here in the last hour, we went over $10,000. This is the first time this has happened in some time. We are currently at $10,009.72. All right, let's see. I just got a text from Red. It looks like all right. Oh, it looks like maybe Precious Metals updates will be in here in just a minute, maybe. We'll have to see. The show will go on. All right. Looks like we got some other guys popping in here. C-Rod, welcome. Welcome, C-Rod. We've got Native Stacker. Hey, welcome, Native. Welcome. It's been a long time since we've seen you around. I hope everything's been going all right for you. Got my snow cone tonight. Don't worry. All right. How many people have got in the chat? Let's see. See, 12 of you here. All right. We got 12 people tonight. We'll be bringing some more people in here in just a minute. Don't worry. Dove season 91. What's going on, man? Yeah, you're you're not gonna win any silver tonight. Not gonna win any gold. I know that's what you're here for. You've been cleaning it up this week. I hope that doesn't bump you up into a higher tax bracket. All that stuff you've won. Sent out a big old bunch of silver to you here earlier this week, and then you won a whole bunch over on Stormy's channel. Yeah, you're gonna have to hire a CPA to get all that silver put in for you. Jonathan Reese, let's see. See, awesome, but you can't answer questions tonight. I need some. Yeah, well, maybe we'll see. Maybe I got to get up out of the chair and stretch my legs out a little bit. I'm a tall drink of water. I don't want to wrinkle my stuff here. So, all right, let's see what we've got. Let's see. All right, so Precious Metals Updates is needing a link. All right, Precious Metals Updates. Give me just a second here. This is the worst live stream ever. And I apologize for that. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's put this down here. Actually, it's probably not as bad as what happened over at Coast to Coast Stacking this past week. Had a major malfunction on that live stream. I didn't even catch the second half. I stuck around while it was trying. His Silver Dragons was having some computer issues. I stuck around long enough for him to get it resolved, and then I had to head out. So, all right, PMU, I got that link down there in the chat. Native Stacker says he's just here for the fun. Well, hopefully we get some fun for you. Dove Season 91 says he lives in a bunker. No taxman allowed. I actually did my taxes late last night, and this is the first time in 20 years I have owed money to Uncle Sam. Not super happy about it, but I went ahead and paid the bills. It's going to put a little damper on I'm going to the coin show tomorrow, but all right, add to stream. Precious Metals Updates.
What's
Welcome.
up, Indy?
Hey, PMU.
What's up, man?
Hey, we're getting by. Hey, it's a little early out there on the West Coast, ain't it?
It is. That's why I was telling you earlier. I was like, man, but just go ahead and start it without you. I don't know if I'm gonna be because at my computer, I was still finishing up cleaning up dinner, and then I turned my computer on, and then it's like rebooting and shit. So I'm on my phone right now, but you guys can hear me good, right?
Oh, I'm hearing you loud and clear, man.
Okay, cool. Was Brad gonna pop in?
He will probably later. He was doing something. He was just getting home when I talked to him about a half an hour. Yeah. He's settling in.
I know, and I told him to, and he's like, "Oh, the show." I think he was mad. I'm like, dude, I didn't explain to him what was going on, but I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get everything cleaned up and get this computer going. I'm like, God, you guys just go ahead and start it because I knew you were gonna start at 7:30 my time. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be late.
Yeah, no, it's all right. No worries, man. No worries. Yeah, so we're just hopping on here on a Saturday night. Going to talk about some silver, talk about some gold, and we did a spot check before you hopped on, so we're all up to date on where we're at for the weekend, precious metals numbers wise. So you got anything new coming up on your channel here soon?
Yeah, actually, I don't know if you caught the one stream I did with Red last week, and then my last stream I kind of explained that I am now on Instagram and Twitter as well as YouTube. And the reason why I decided to do that, it was because, I'm not able to make videos like I used to and keep up like I'd like to. So I figured getting on these platforms, I'd be able to connect with you guys a little bit more often because it's a lot easier, just to put up a picture or put up some link of, spot price or something like that than it is to make a whole video.
Right.
So my idea is, and what I've done so far is, Instagram's going to be the little bit funner side of things. It's going to be me showing off stuff in my collection and my stack, mixed in with a little bit of metals related news or coin and numismatic news with links to it so that you guys can read it. And then the Twitter side, that's just all business, and that's just to keep you guys up on the updates part. And it's just, stuff from Kitco and Market Watch and all that kind of stuff going on with precious metals and world events too that affect precious metals.
Great.
So,
perfect.
And then I'm still, still going to do videos and stuff from time to time, but this way I could just, stay a little more active when I can't make videos.
Yeah, I have found that my morning market wake up call videos that I've been able to do each morning the last couple of weeks has been really awesome as far as keeping me motivated to make content.
Yeah.
I get home at night, and usually when I was making videos, I would come home, I'd unwind from work, and then like 9 o'clock, I'd sit down and start looking at doing some precious metals market updates on the big board, and then by 10 o'clock, I'm recording a video. But then it was
You're tired.
I'm tired. It was like 11:30. I'm still trying to get something uploaded to YouTube. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So,
yeah, you edit it and try to upload it, and that takes a while.
Yep. So yeah, the morning market. I was telling Red before we came on. I was like, yeah, we got those morning market wake up calls that I do. Those are. I'm getting into the office like 15 minutes early, and then like 4 minutes after 8 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. I'm uploading those things. So it's just quick and dirty, but it's it's a good 2 or 3 minute watch for people in the mornings, and they can know what happened overnight, and hopefully people are picking up on that. So
yeah, I've noticed that you've been doing that. You've been putting out a lot more stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah, Red will really help me out. He made me a bunch of thumbnails, 3 different sets of thumbnails for that. So he's really been pushing that channel or pushing that aspect of my channel anyway. So yeah, big ups to him.
Yeah.
So.
Red is a cool guy. He's helped me out a lot too along the way with like issues that I had in the past. Like, I don't know how to do that. And he's like, oh, you just do this. He's pretty good at that stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I had he had to teach me about StreamYard tonight. So literally, I just threw this together in the last 45 minutes or so. I was messing around with it, and here we are. So
cool.
So now let's see what else we got going on in the chat here.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat right now too.
Yeah, Trapper Man, welcome, Trapper Man. We got Rosebud Silver here with us.
Cool.
Let's see. Says he can't stay though. It's all right. Dove Season 91. Thank you. Yeah, the wake up call. I love putting those out. So it's a good way, from the back end of things with YouTube. It helps out with my my view count and my watch hours. Those things that us guys that are trying to push to 1,000 are striving for. So I think I'm still like 2,200 hours away from reaching my 4,000 hours. So I'm about halfway there, almost, I think. So
you'll get there, dude.
Yeah, it's our community is not huge when it comes to there's not a lot of us, in the whole of YouTube and the internet. There's not millions of people out there that are into stacking, into precious metals, into coins, into numismatics. You get some of the larger channels, like was it Blue Ridge Silverhound? I think is probably the largest channel that I've seen that I subscribe to, and I think he's got somewhere over 110,000 subscribers, which is still a tiny channel by YouTube standards. So
he's very knowledgeable about coins, man. He's a smart guy.
Great. It's huge. Actually, speaking of big names here on the internet. I actually have just gotten a text from somebody who's huge. I mean, bigger than any of us here in the stacking community. I'm going to go ahead and bring him on. Give me just a second here. We're going to go ahead and bring him in.
Red said he's in the. You got him there? Okay, there he is.
What?
Oh. Hey!
Oh, it's not Red. It's Spider-Man.
Howdy, guys!
Well, Spidey, our senses were tingling. Welcome.
Comment, rate, subscribe, and review.
This is like the Masked Singer. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, PMU, but I think that sounds like. I think that might sound like. Is that?
Stacking Stormtrooper.
Stacking Stormtrooper? Maybe.
Yes. Hey, you goof. You goof.
I think you're wearing
turn. You turn. You Stacking Stormtrooper. What?
We lost PMU. Bring him back in.
Sorry. I was trying to go back and look at the chat, and then I kicked myself out. I'm like, oh, what did I do?
So you guys know all the office bathrooms in New York are locked. Which leaves me to one choice: the top of buildings.
Is that where you go to the bathroom?
That's my only choice. Number one only. I go to San Francisco for number 2. Hello, ring that bell. All right, line them up, baby. Spider-Man is out tonight.
Oh. So,
ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes and the. Sorry.
We hear you have you have some crime stories updates. You're gonna be on Live PD next week.
I was going to be on Live PD. We're talking about that time when me and you were freshmen and we got busted smoking the joint in the parking lot in high school.
Whoa.
That's what that was about. Kids!
I hope to political career someday. Hey, let's not talk about that. It's still not legal in my state. All right. Hey.
Sorry. I'm in California. Making a dump. Hello, no, I'm kidding. Hello. Sorry, San Francisco. I love you. I love you. San Francisco.
I've never been to San Francisco. I hear it's quite smelly this time of year.
I hear they're not painting the bridge anymore. I don't know if that's true. Staying away from there. Don't like the water. Rackned's water, no mixy. You know why I'm still single?
Why is that?
Because I live on a diet of ants and stink bugs. First date's a bummer all the time.
Stink bugs are a natural antioxidant, though, so I'm sure you have a really good heart rhythm. I'm sure your last doctor's checkup went well.
Oh, yes. Sure did. Hey, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case. Can we do this again next Tuesday?
So I think this is kind of fun, Spider-Man. This
is this mark not for kids? I hope so. Better mark it in there. You can do that now.
I did not put in the description that Spider-Man was going to be joining us tonight. So any small children that may be watching from Ronald McDonald House or anything, you might want to go ahead and log off now.
Get out, ski.
Things might get a little blue after 11.
Everybody over at the Children's Hospital, get off ski.
So
none of us are monetized, so it doesn't matter.
That is true. We're not monetized. So
can't see what's going on in the chat. What's going on in the chat?
Let's see. Seems like everybody's excited you're here, Spider-Man.
Woo! All right. You guys got to give me a second here.
Yeah, native Stacker says he's going to call the cops because we're talking about smoking in the parking lot in high school. I can't have that. I'm hoping to have a political career again someday.
Have what?
I'm hoping to have a political career again someday.
Oh, I'm sorry. I spilled my water all over the.
Hey, don't worry. Teddy Kennedy spilled his water all over the place once.
You can edit this out later. I'm sorry. I'll show you how.
It's live television. We can't edit it out.
Oh, you can on YouTube now. You can edit. Kills your audience ratio count, but because every time you take a minute out, they remove all those viewers with it.
I see.
So the ratio value gets lower and lower.
Well, I can't have that, So tell us about some crime you've been fighting tonight, Spider-Man.
Well, I can't remember.
Have you been working on plumbing? What is that, a wire clamp behind your neck there? What is that?
Look, the last time I got a check, I took a picture of myself and gave it to James Jameson in 1964, okay? I don't have all the money needed for the outfit anymore. Low budget.
Is it that you don't have money for a new outfit, or is it that you've gained enough weight to where the old outfit doesn't fit anymore?
I'm using Chinese webs. You understand? My insurance has tripled since I switched to Chinese web.
Well, yeah, they got that coronavirus and everything,
I didn't even think of that. Great, now I have it in my veins. Thank you.
Well, your premiums are up.
Thank you. Oh, 3 times. Hey, come on, it's 2020. I'm flying around without a net. I'm 64. I'm 308 pounds now. Let's be real. I'm not fighting any crime tonight. I'll be in bed by 9 o'clock San Francisco time.
I hear there's a taco truck down Lakeshore Drive that might need to be rescued.
I'm sorry?
There might be a taco truck down Lakeshore Drive that might need rescued.
Oh, I'm not going down there. You're crazy. I'll get my butt kicked. That's Chicago. I'm Spider-Man. People don't mess with me in New York. I'm a dead man walking around Chicago like this. You get it?
Oh.
Baltimore, Maryland, not a problem. Chicago, no ski. No, I'm not going north of Highway 80. I cut off. I won't go north of there.
If you want to come on, I can get you a spot on live TV here in Indianapolis if you need.
Oh, that never goes good for me anymore. I've been off the track a little bit since I bummed out the leg and I've been on Social Security. Billy, I haven't jumped to another building in like 18 years. I just hang up out here, pick up the ladies.
Well,
hey, you!
With
the pink dress! Woo! Hey, remember me?
It's New York City. There's probably some DVD piracy crimes you can fight.
She's a millennial. She has no idea who I am. My cutoff for dating is the in-betweeners. About 35. After that, they have no idea. They might as well be Evil Knievel.
So, Josh DeWitt wants to know if you can speak up. If I can have you speak up. I don't think you're yelling loud enough.
Can I speak up? I gotta get closer. How's this, Josh? Is it Josh? I had to leave my walker 6 feet over there for this, Josh. Thanks.
They can't hear you over the mask, Fred. That's why you have to yell.
They said don't meet your heroes. They were right.
All right, I'm getting a note here from the mayor. Well, I'm gonna read it to you real quick. He's texting in on it. No.
I'm in trouble.
He says, "Oh, you're needed out in Jamaica, on Long Island.
Oh.
There's a home invasion.
Okay, can somebody call me an Uber?
The 19-year-old daughter is home alone and needs assistance.
What?
She just got home from the basketball game. She's in her cheerleader costume.
Oh, she's in Long Island.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't. Do you go out that far? I mean, I don't know what your territory
You
is.
pay for the Uber. And tell the mayor he pays for the Uber, and I'm on my way. Like I said, I got $20 for a picture from Jane Jameson in '64. I've been living on ants and stink bugs.
Go out
You know where I get this water from?
Go out to Long Island and get yourself a euro.
All right, then. I can take a hint.
So, Spider-Man, I really appreciate you coming on. This has been great. Precious Metals Updates and I are going to continue on with the broadcast.
Well, I'm sorry if I destroyed your political career. I didn't know.
Hey, weed is legal in like 28 states now, so we elected a gay mayor in South Bend, and now he's running for president. The times are changing.
Well, it all comes eventually. Gaming is coming to 7-Eleven near you, guys.
Got one right around the corner.
Ready?
All right. Spider-Man, I appreciate you coming on. Precious Metals Updates are going to continue on. And then here in a few minutes, I think Step is going to come on.
Okay, I'm going to get that Uber. I'll wait for it outside.
All right. We'll catch you later. All right. All right, guys. Oh, man. Spider-Man, I can't believe he made an appearance. Precious Metals Updates. What do you think about that?
I think Spider-Man was hitting the bottle before he came out. That was funny though. It was fun.
Oh,
Did you see he had like a I don't know what it was, it looked like a clip for like your car or something, like you would put it on your car battery.
a car battery clip there. He's charging the batteries, I think. So
you needed to get plugged in. No, that was fun. But I just want to go back to the chat a second because I was seeing for everybody that's in the chat, I can't type in the chat right now because I'm on my phone, but I saw who was it? Dove Season 91. He was asking me to put my link for my channel in the chat. Well, he looks like he already got it.
Okay,
so that's why I didn't put it in there.
Perfect.
But yeah, but there's some cool people in here, and it's some people I'm new to too.
Oh yeah, very good, very good. Looks like there's we got 10 people in the chat, so it's a little light tonight. I wonder if we're butting up against another program, maybe.
There's probably somebody out there streaming.
It's Saturday night. Feeling's right. So
yeah. I noticed too, if Step Stacker is in here listening too, that it seemed kind of a little bit echoey when we had Spider-Man on.
Yeah, I
so
think
there
so.
might be some audio issues.
Well, it probably his spider senses are they mess.
They're on overload.
They mess with the audio, the speakers, and in his computer.
That must be it.
So Precious Metals Updates, you're out on the West Coast, and I'm out here in flyover country.
Yeah.
Well, it's still pretty early out there, ain't it for you?
It's almost 8:00 here.
All right. Yeah, nice. So let's see. So Silver, I just see on the chat that Native Stacker says that Silver Steeler just ended his live stream. So we might be picking up a few more coming in.
He was probably pulling some people in there. He's a cool guy. I like Silver Steeler and his wife, Winning Image. They're cool people.
Yep, they are a great channel, definitely. So, okay, well, actually, it looks like maybe we got Red here that's waiting to come on.
Oh yeah, cool.
I think he's finally made it. I think he's finally ready to go. Let's go ahead and bring him in.
Hey guys, I didn't say anything.
Hey, Red, what's going on?
Wait 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
There you are. Hey, Red, did you see Spider-Man?
No, but it smells bad up here. I just helicoptered in on my John Deere helicopter. I fly John Deere.
John Deere.
Oof. Helicopter jokes already. Too soon. Too
Is
soon.
it? Can you guys hear me better now this time?
Oh
got-
yeah, it's much better. You mean Spider-Man?
Yeah,
That was
from my
Spider-Man. That
studio.
was easy.
Better than Spider-Man.
From my studio on the roof in cartoon 1964 New York.
You got those gloves on. You look like you're down at Times Square getting ready to count the balls.
Oh, geez, how my didn't. Oh boy,
Tell Carson Daly I
Hi.
said hi.
yikes! Oh dear.
So what happens on live television, everybody?
I think I'm gonna go to my front room. All right.
Oh, Barbara Carbone is here. Woo!
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now. I'm in
I saw that.
trouble
You are in
now.
trouble. Barb, I hope this doesn't
My
get
girl.
too deep for you tonight.
Uh-oh. Hey, you guys remember this soap? You remember soap? When he went like this? Bert would disappear on soap.
Whoa.
Remember when Bert disappeared on soap? All right, let's go with that.
What's that? Eldorado 13. Tell us
El
what
Dorado.
13.
Oh no,
What's that
you
all
want to
about?
clean out this room?
Well, what's that all about? Tell us more.
Let's keep the people in the room.
All right.
Do you guys want to know about Eldorado 13? Go over to Step Stacker's channel and find out how to win some gold. Enough said.
There you
Yeah.
go.
The weather in this part of the now, if you go below, there's little buttons, and you can make me a little bigger if you want. I think right below, Indy. See this? There's little squares next to each other in different shapes and sizes.
There you go. Give us the weather.
All right. In this part of the country, I was practicing this, so my hand would here. I could here. There we go. I was literally practicing this, but I didn't have. All right. It will be very Indy in this part of the country. Are you right here, Indy? Do I got it?
No, Mobile,
A
Alabama.
little higher up.
I have to switch
A little
sides.
higher up, Red.
About your shoulder.
It will be really bad throughout the weekend if you are in the middle of the United States. It'll be the same as it was last year on this date and every year for 100 years before on this date of February 4th. That's the same weather you can expect that you got on this day last year. Ain't going to get any better than how long you live as Jesus Christ. He'll tell you himself. Back in the year 2, February 2nd, it was cold, right? If you were over here at any point, it's going to be nice. Sorry, my jeans are falling down without my suspenders. You can tell by my hat that I wear suspenders. And thank you. Back to you guys with the market report. Thank you.
Thank you for the weather, Red.
All right. Well, I'm not sure when that weather was, but I went to the liquor store today in shorts and a t-shirt, so I don't know if it's -10 down here or not.
3 weeks ago, I started working on the weather. I finally got
Shorts
to
and a
use it.
t-shirt?
I never used it.
How cold is it over there for reals, Randy?
Oh, Indianapolis is right over my head. No,
Yeah, it's
Minneapolis.
right there on your shoulder there.
That's Minneapolis.
That's Minneapolis there, yeah. So, yeah, it got up into the 40s today, 40s and 50s. So,
And that's short weather to you?
oh yeah,
It was
Oh, my
34 in Chicago today by the Wisconsin border.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'll give you- let's do the
You're
Indianapolis.
like the you guys are like the tourists that come here to Southern California and you're wearing like shorts in our winter and we're all freezing, wearing jackets. And you're like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, they're not from here.
Yeah. they're on vacation.
I flew out to Phoenix. This was probably close to 14, 15 years ago. And the girlfriend and I at the time, we rented a car and drove from Phoenix to Flagstaff. And it was like the middle of the night. We rented a PT Cruiser convertible, and we were there. It was for Thanksgiving, and it was we're driving with the top down, and everybody's looking at us like we're crazy, and we're like, no, this is
Playing
55
Journey
degrees is
Frontiers, right? Journey Frontiers album on CD.
I don't remember what we were listening to. Maybe yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a Journey guy. I'm a Hall & Oates man myself. So
My cousin too. He goes, and you know that show that Daryl had was great. He's a bad dude. He's a bad dude.
It's a great concert. If you guys haven't been to a Hall & Oates concert, I know
he's showing his house. Did you see the show in his house on YouTube?
No, I didn't see that.
Holy shit! It's called Daryl's House.
Okay.
And he has, dude. I'm pretty sure he's got an episode with Jerry Garcia, or a video of him and Jerry Garcia. It's somebody famous comes in, like somebody from the Eagles or somebody from this band. Even Paul McCartney, I think, was in there.
Cool. All right.
And there's like 100 episodes, and it's in his house.
There's Daryl Oates.
Yeah, it's a great show. Daryl's House. He's a really outspoken dude. I've heard him speak for a lot, probably a good hour, a lot of the same thing, but he's very strong on a lot of, he's got Lyme disease.
Really?
You didn't know that? And you're a fan?
Well, I'm not
he wants every deer dead. He wants every deer dead, and he would never eat deer. He thinks it's the most filthy animal alive because he's struggling now with the long-term effects of Lyme disease. I'm sorry for talking about you.
So it looks like Dove Season 91 wants to know what he missed. He said,
what did you miss, Alan?
Spider-Man was drunk earlier, and now there's a Weatherman Red.
He was going potty on the roof of buildings because he said all the office buildings are locked. You can't get into any of the bathrooms in any office buildings in New York, you see.
Looks like we got Fiat Destroyer that's joined us. How's it going, Fiat? And David Carlisle's here.
David Carlisle, what's up, man? We got good peeps in the house now. We got David, we got Barb, Fiat, Native.
You've got Red, you got PMU, you got Indy XP.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. we lost Red. He fell out.
Get this. I just found out why my computer wasn't working. Because I didn't have it fucking plugged in. Stupid. I'm like, damn, I can't get this fucking thing to work. That's what I read earlier. I was like, you guys just started without me. Because I was like telling Indy earlier. I don't know if you caught that, man. I'm like, still cleaning up. And I was trying to get my computer working. I'm like, it's not working.
Well,
I'm like, just get it going without me because I don't want to hold you guys up. And then I'm like, fuck it, I'll just go on my phone.
Woo. Yeah, because now you can go on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not on the roof of buildings, please, Spider-Man.
I'm just sitting in front of my fire.
I'll leave the Spider-Man to you, man.
So.
Oh, boy.
All right. I'm going to bring you guys off of there for just a second. I'm going to bring me on full screen. We're going to talk about some of the junk I got. If we're going to talk about the weather, we're going to talk about the crap I got up here on my mantle. Just something here.
Yeah, what you got there?
So look at this. We got the Colts Super Bowl ball here, and this is me up here smoking some cigars. Want some cigars, and we got. We used to have a contest where we'd go to Goodwill, and we'd try to find the most random shit we could. This is a rose granite unicorn. $2.99. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm still trying to learn what's going on here. We got some Legos up here. We got well, you guys can't see it up here. We got tilt this up just a touch there. We got a llama and a dog. This is actually Lil Sebastian, if you guys are a Parks and Rec fan. So,
oh, that show's funny.
Lil Sebastian. They sold Lil Sebastian at Target like a couple years ago. So, I got some Legos. I'm a big Lego guy. So if you guys know me, I've got hundreds of thousands of Legos. I got a whole Lego city in my other room over there. So, What else? You got a bunch of bottle caps, about a quarter of the collection here. So let's see. Add to stream. Add to stream. Here we go. All right, you guys are back in.
Hold on, I got to mute because my microphone fell in the water.
What is it with you and water, man?
It's the Eldorado 13.
Do you live at the ocean or something? What are you doing, man? Every time you're on, you're like, my shit fell in the water, man.
It's probably one of those Great Lakes over there.
Well, I'm not sure. Are you broadcasting from Illinois or Kentucky today?
I am in Illinois.
In there, Red?
Yeah, hello. I'm in Illinois for 3 days.
Logo's there, but
Can you hear? Oh, wait, hold on. Start cam. That ain't gonna help. Hello?
All right.
Yeah. I'm still in a
few days and for 3 days, and that was weird. You guys couldn't hear me, but you can hear me before. And I'll be back on screen in 1 second. I'm tooling and looking for something.
Hey, Red?
That person wrecked. That I love the painting in that.
I think that your audio's not connected, Red.
It's the water issue.
I'm getting ready to come through. So.
Give me 2 minutes.
All right, we got you. All right, we'll bring you back in just a minute. You get that audio figured out. Yeah, we lost his audio, I think. PMU, are you hearing him?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you hearing Red at all?
I can't hear Red now. I can see him.
Okay. He's working on it.
I can't hear him.
I think he's got himself muted, it looks like. So anyway, so we were looking up back at the chat. Looks like Dove Season 91 wants to know if I still smoke stogies. Every once in a while, I will go have a cigar. We got a bunch of awesome cigar shops here in Indianapolis, and that one was from Mr. B's cigar shop out in Avon. If you're ever out in the west side of Indianapolis and looking for a great stick, that's where you're going to want to go. It was actually the second customer they had. The first day they opened up, probably 20 years ago or more. So yeah, that was they gave away a bunch of cigars once and won a whole humidor full, and now I use the humidor to store my silver in.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, humidor, it's made to keep, a certain amount of humidity in the box. But, if you don't want a lot of humidity at all, it's great as well because you can keep all the humidity out of the box. So
I just put those little gel silica packets. I put some of those in.
I still put a couple of those in there.
Yeah. Damn that silver, and it's tarnishing.
Hey, if we just converted all to gold, we wouldn't have to worry about it, right? Gold doesn't change color, tarnish, or nothing.
Can you hear me now?
All right,
yeah,
we got him back.
Is it sound? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
perfect.
hear you.
Perfect. I turned on the space heater and put the little USB thing in front of it for a second. Bada bing. Okay, let me go back on camera.
There we go. That was the hat. We were getting interference, is what it was.
Did I lose a hat? I guess I did.
You lost the John Deere power.
Now, how am I going to get home? They won't let me near a John Deere helicopter unless you're wearing a John Deere hat. I could sure bet you that.
Whew. Those goggles, though, man, that's like what we wore downtown Indianapolis back in like 1999, man.
Well, you ain't never seen a John Deere with a windshield on it. Aftermarket maybe. They don't sell them with no windshield. That's for babies.
You got to pay extra for that kind of service.
Yeah, so helicopter without a windshield. $10 an hour. I'm for rent. Seat too comfortably. Me and you on my shoulders.
We got one seat, right?
One seat, two shoulders. 1, 2. So you get 2 for the price of 1. Big Red's John Deere tractor helicopter service from Indianapolis to Chicago.
So you used to take the plane from Indianapolis to Chicago. Used to be able to get tickets to Chicago dirt cheap, and Chautauqua Airlines used to fly up there, and I think they're out of
Milwaukee.
business. Yeah, you could fly to Milwaukee.
I mean, the airport. Which airport is that in the south? It's a Midway. Are you out of Midway or O'Hare?
Midway. Yeah, you didn't fly to O'Hare. Yeah, no,
you did fly to O'Hare?
No. Only on the big airlines they fly. Yeah, if you fly the puddle jumpers, I used to have to fly to Eau Claire, Wisconsin a lot.
American Eagles.
They would always route us through Midway or DuPage County.
Really? They got a big antique show happening. DuPage County Fairgrounds has got I think it's April 18th. Man, it's a good show. If I should show the flyer I got right here. Wait till you see the stuff in this flyer. We're talking. You guys still got guns legal in your state, right?
Oh yeah.
Before I pull this out, because there's one
you
or
can
two.
Have guns, you can't have weed though.
All right. Yeah, give it another 10 years. Actually, I don't think it's helping my state at all. To be honest with you.
Well, your state, it's mismanaged, I think, just like mine.
Oh yeah, it's going right in the bureaucrat's pocket.
Chicago has been really helping out the economics here in Indiana, especially up there in the region. Gary and Lake County, I'm sure, really helped out.
By what? Oh yeah.
Bunch of people jumping across the border to get those lower taxes.
Who's got the better taxes? Wisconsin?
No, Indiana. Oh man. Everybody's jumping ship out of Chicago, wanting to get in on the Lake County.
Your Lake County, not mine.
Oh yeah. Lake County.
Are you in? I'm in Lake County, Illinois, right now.
Yeah.
And you're in the Lake County, Indiana, maybe, or near it?
Oh, I'm definitely not near Lake County. No. Lake County's like Gary and that's all the way up to the lake. Yeah, I mean,
fun stuff.
That whole region of Indiana is kind of cut off from the rest of Indiana.
Really?
Yeah, lots of flat fields and things in the north central part cuts us off from all of the Democrats up there in Lake County.
That's the same thing in Virginia. It's all in the city. Democrats and country people are voting the other way. I think that's going to change.
Well, I tell you, so my brother lives in Virginia, and we haven't talked about my brother a lot on my channel. So my brother lives in Falls Church, Virginia, and he actually works out at Langley. And
Air Force. Yeah, they got a lot of Bigfoot problems.
CIA. So he's a nuclear analyst for the CIA.
Holy jeepers!
So if you ever saw the movie Hunt for Red October, that's exactly what my brother does.
That was literally filmed like 2 miles from where I lived when I was in high school and had a ranch house. They filmed it in the woods.
Yeah,
I never saw the movie. Should I see it?
It's a great movie.
Okay.
So my brother was actually
supposed to be like a Russian thing or something like that.
Yeah, Sean Connery plays a Russian sub captain. And he hijacks a sub and defects to America. It's all about the two, the Americans and the Russians don't know which side is which, and they're all fighting against each other, and so it's a big deal. It's pretty cool. But my brother was actually an advisor on the first season of Jack Ryan, the show on Netflix.
Yeah.
But
nice.
So yeah, he lives out there in Virginia, and their politics and their structure of how they run things out there is so far off the reservation. Maybe I'm just used to how plain we are here in Indiana, and I was an elected official out here for 10 years, and It's
Elected, not bureaucratic.
right. This is elected. Hey, I was
Big
elected, so
difference.
big difference. Man of the people, you know.
That's what Trump's getting rid of. That's why he's got so many problems right now. He's got problems with bureaucrats.
Well, you know, when I first got elected to office here in Indiana, I was 21 years old when I won my first election. And
you were on the news in my neighborhood. I saw you on the news.
I was you probably saw me on the news, not for the right reasons though.
No. It was about the youngest or the second youngest, the youngest. You're like the second youngest, right?
So in
I remember this, man.
Yeah, 2002, I was the youngest person elected in the state of Indiana in office. So
I remember.
The trustee that we had where I got elected, we went out to dinner right after the election, a couple weeks after, and he said, you know, if you run government like a business, you'll never go broke. And I think that's what's happened with a lot of governments, you know, local governments here, even really the federal government really is, you know, they forgot that
they're a business.
Yeah, it's a business. It is a business.
It's a government appointed business.
It's a business, and if
appointed government business.
If you treat it like a business, you're never going to go broke. Now, we got a pretty big hole to dig out of, but you know.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're friends with any mayors, and you don't have to answer that, I've got a great idea from you. That this idea is coming from a guy that used to be my buddy's landlord. If I told you this already, stop me. He sells all the municipal vehicles they don't want, and mine was the oldest, and I won it. It was 2013. I won it in 2017. I won an Impala cop car that is like a rocket ship, and I'm the slowest driver in the world.
It's got cop shocks, cop brakes,
and I'm never in a hurry. I'm 5 below, and if it's snowing out, I'm 20 below.
Yeah,
I'm in no hurry. I'm the guy that you hate. Nothing's going anywhere. The snow's going to be there. I'm going to make sure I make it to where I'm going. Very, very, very long from where I'm at right now.
So, hey, PMU, Red and I were talking about Blues Brothers earlier. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, of course I have.
Yeah, nice.
And even the sequel they made, the newer one.
Yep, Blues Brothers.
That one wasn't as good, but
yeah, the first one was better. First one was definitely better.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'll see the light. Do you see the light?
Jesus H. Christ, I have seen the light.
Oh.
So, Red, you know, they have the 40th anniversary of Blues Brothers coming up this year. They're celebrating it at the Joliet Correctional Facility.
Sweet.
They're having a showing of the film there. So I'll be up in the Chicagoland area in August for that for sure.
Wow, that's pretty interesting.
So you know that prison.
I have a small connection to that, huh?
The prison, the jail there shut down. What about?
I thought it was a museum or a tour.
It's a museum now. Yeah, they do a bunch of tours.
I
mean,
yeah, it's shut down as a prison.
Yeah,
and now it's a walkthrough.
Yeah,
because of the movie.
Yeah.
So that's the genius of Dan Aykroyd again, I guess.
Again, yeah.
I talked to the Ghostbusters. You know how Stormtroopers got a 501st with a billion Star Wars characters in it.
Yeah.
And they do the charity things. I talked to the Ghostbusters guys, and I told them, because I'm really good friends with one of them that's in that tight group. I said, hey, man, Harold Ramis's grave is over here, and there's a really nice berm behind it that's got a very ugly back of a building with a dock behind it. I said, can you guys think of some way to put some money together and maybe get Harold Ramis his own backpack with the laser gun sitting there in stone, 15 feet away from his grave?
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And he said he's going to send it up the river. That's what he said. So if that happens, I'll make a little video of that with the Ghostbusters.
Cool. Yeah, definitely. I'll come up for that.
Hell yeah. It's actually pretty easy to get to, because it's like as soon as you get off the highway, the easiest way to go is right into the Jewish cemetery on 53. If you took 53 all the way north till dead end at what we call Lake Cook Road, that's the end of that highway that runs by Schaumburg Mall. If you've ever been there as a child.
Yep, I've been to Schaumburg.
Okay, the 3 exits up from there is Harold Ramis's grave.
Okay.
So it ain't far. So yeah,
they got that big IKEA in Schaumburg.
Yeah.
That place is massive, 4 stories.
Yeah. Yeah, you could spend all day in there, man.
We've just finally got an IKEA in Indianapolis not too long ago.
You're sitting on an IKEA shelf right now. The computer's on an IKEA shelf that I got above one of my indoor workbench. Yeah, IKEA everything. It's disposable furniture at its best. Swedish design, Chinese made.
Solid, Scandinavian pine imported from China.
We need some music for that. Scandinavian pine. Ooh, Corinthian leather. What was that?
I'm just checking the chat to see what everybody's talking about over here. We're over here talking.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm sober. This is the energy drink.
Oh, am I the only one that's not sober? We're drinking the.
I haven't drank. I had one shot the other day.
Concord Grape Sour tonight.
Ooh.
I'm drinking with you, dude. Don't worry.
Woo!
All right.
Well, looks like you guys, Spider-Man, and I'm the only one that's sober out of the 4 of us.
So PMU, it looks like Trapper Man says he misses California.
Yeah, where are you from, Trapper Man? Are you from Cali or? Dude, I know people talk shit on California, but this is where I'm from. I'm born and raised, never lived anywhere else. So
we're all jealous. It's like being Canadian and having an American friend. You're like, dude, I want to go there. It's like that. That's what I said to PMU earlier when he was on his way to get dinner. Woo!
It is nice, minus the problems we have.
Well, the physical geographical place is amazing. Bottom line.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful weather, beautiful scenery.
Well, it just depends on what your definition of beautiful weather is, really.
That's true. You might be a skier.
Yeah.
Well, we can go to the mountains. I can go to the mountains. It'll take me like an hour and a half. I can do snow, but then I'll go back down where it's warm. Real winter scares me. I'm like, I don't know how you people do it in the rest of the I'm like, oh no. It gets like 50, 60 degrees here, and we're bitching, and we're like, it's cold.
It's got to drop down.
And Indy would be wearing shorts.
It starts really freaking out here.
So yeah, it doesn't snow in case you go to the mountains.
Okay, I'm sorry. Do I have to save on this? Can you guys see my new screen? Oh no, you can't because I'm too close. Oh, you can't anyways. It's the
blue screen. You got blue screen now?
No, it's the Brady Bunch. If you go full screen for a second, you'll see it before I change.
All right. There you go.
It's a sunshine day. Everybody's singing. Hey, I'm the Brady Bunch cousin. Hey, my name's Wally. I'm the Brady Bunch cousin. They didn't have me on any episode because I was in and out of kid prison.
You were the redheaded step cousin.
Hey, Carol, can I cuddle up with Alice tonight, please? Because if I'm in some bar, I gotta. Alice, pour on the green apron. Aunt Carol said I could sleep in your bed tonight.
Sound more like Jonathan Winters.
I got his album, like his first or second album. I think it's recorded in Vegas, a few feet away from us. He was a great man. Okay, you can take me out full screen, dude. I'm gonna.
All right, we're taking out full screen.
Something a little more politically correct than the Brady Bunch. This is fun. You could do this too, PM. Oh, well, you're not showing anything. We can grab an object like silver. Green screen.
I don't have anything in front of me.
Travel
Really.
across the screen. I can hand it to PMU, and then he can hand it all the way over,
Oh,
like Hands Across America or something.
oh, man, I could do the dead partridge bird. I got so many choices here. I got the American flag too somewhere. That's the best choice, isn't it?
So are we gonna talk about medals at all on this one? What do you
Probably
think? Where do
should.
you
I
think
mean,
it's
that's what we're
going?
here for, I guess. PMU's here to keep us on track.
I know. We're just.
All right.
do you think it's gonna
Anybody
go
buy
next?
any medals lately?
PMU,
Up, down,
what have you been up to
sideways?
lately?
Huh?
What have you been up to, silver wise, gold wise? What have you been purchasing?
Dude, I haven't really purchased all that much lately. Recently though, I traded in that enhanced reverse proof eagle for 1 ounce of gold.
Nice. I got
Yeah.
I traded in one of them. Of course I would manage to get two of them, and I had a 69 and a 70, and I traded in my 69 about a month ago. Traded it in and got close to 60 ounces of silver for it when I did.
Nice. So how much was like the dollar amount they gave you?
So I got about $1,200
That's not bad.
for trade in on a 69, which was awesome. At the time, the 69s were going for like $900 to $1,100, but I figured out that if you go to a coin shop or coin dealer and you go to do a trade, they'll actually give you more than what you could actually sell it for on eBay. So,
well, yeah, because you lose money on the fees and everything.
Right. Well, yeah, you lose a punch on the fees, but still, I mean, they're in it for, they can either, coin shop can either, if you went in there with $1,000 coin and they're going to give you $800 for it, or you can say, hey, I want to trade, and they're going to trade, they've bought all this other stuff for, 80% of the actual value or 70% of the actual value. And so they're going to trade you all day long if they think, hey, I've got one coin that I can, I'll be able to unload easily because it's, it's on everybody's radar right now. So,
yeah, and this other stuff I only paid 50% for, 60.
Right, exactly.
So I'm not out. Yeah, this fake number that I'm giving the kid. So
right.
It works out for everybody if you really jack it.
Yeah, it's a win-win. I mean, yeah, it really was. So, what old you say you traded in your Acer there, PMU? You got 1 ounce of gold.
Yeah, I scored a 70, and they gave me 1,600 for it, and then I took that 1,600 and bought a American
That's
Gold
right,
Eagle.
70. Yeah,
nice.
I know, I got lucky. But dude, they got it right before Christmas, and they were gonna give me $2,100 at the time, and then I was like, oh, and I wanted to make a video. I took it home to make a video, and then I had like a family emergency, and then I had to go travel, and then I got back, and it went down to $1,600. I was like, damn it, I should have sold it right then.
Yeah. So, I when I was at work, I had it marked off on my company calendar that I was going to be out for 1 hour on. Was it November 14th? I think is what the sales days was over at the Mint website. And the owner of my company came to me. He's like, "Hey, why are you taking an hour off in the middle of the day?" I'm like, "Well, I got to be online. I got to buy this coin." He's like, "What coin are you trying to buy?" And so I told him about it, and he's like, "I want to get in on that." And he ended up buying one as well. And so he got one. I got two. I signed up for PCGS membership so I could get all three of them sent in and get graded. His came back a 70, and he put his up on eBay a month ago. And he did a buy it now for, I think he had it up there several times. The first time he had it up was right at the beginning of January. He had it up for $2,100. But he was willing to take an offer for $1,900, and somebody bid on it, and they said, yeah, I'll take it, and then he never paid. And then so we put it back on, and back on eBay, and a second guy on the buy it now screwed him out. He said, well, they never paid. So he burned like 3 weeks, 4 weeks trying to get somebody to buy this coin, and finally put it up for auction, and he only got $1,600 for it. And then, of course, you got eBay tax and fees and taxes and shipping. And, at that point, he
he lost
probably,
even more.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. He still came out way ahead. So, I mean, this is a coin we bought for $65 from the mint. And, you have $100 in grading fees, and, he still made 1,000% profit. So,
yeah. So you kept.
I'm learning. I'm sorry.
Sold one, and you kept one.
Yeah, I still have my 70. I am taking it to. We got a monthly coin show here in Indianapolis. That's pretty big.
Tomorrow, is that tomorrow or next
tomorrow
week?
morning? Yeah. So I'm going to take it over there and see if anybody's wanted to do a trade. I've got a pretty good relationship with a couple of the guys that have tables there every month. I'm going to see if they're interested. And the prices seem to have kind of for the 70s have kind of leveled off. I think on eBay they're holding pretty steady between 1,600 and 1,900 now. So I haven't seen hardly any of them drop below that $1,600 mark.
And you're in it for how much?
$65 was what I got it from the mint, and then my PCGS membership was $150. And then you got your
grading free.
My grading fees. Free. Yeah, my grading fees were $100. When you sign, I signed up for the gold membership at PCGS, so you got some free entries or free submissions.
How much are the paid submissions? Can I send you some?
It's like 40. It's like $40
each.
Well, it depends. So like it was like. With this particular one, the ACERP coin, if you wanted to get your COA encapsulated, then you had to pay like an extra $15. And then based on the fair market value and the insurance that you claim on your PCGS submission form, you get dinged on that for shipping and insurance. So
how much just for like a regular coin? Not even silver, like post 64.
So like I have a 1957 penny that I'm looking to get submitted here real soon. It's actually one that I've had for 25 years, and do
you get unlimited with the golden? That's what I'm getting to.
Like, yeah. So
some dimes,
any submission, any level of membership, you can just keep submitting over and over and over again
for a paid amount for a set fee.
Yeah, but you still have to pay for every time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, every coin.
Like if you spend 6 dimes, you got to pay 6 times.
Yeah, the membership really just gives you the opportunity to submit to
buy.
Them.
Right, yeah. Exactly.
I think it matters too if you get like a special label or whatever, right? You pay a little bit more or less depending on how you.
Yeah, so I did first strike on mine from when I submitted mine. PMU, did you get any kind of special label or designation on yours?
Well, I did mine through my coin shop because I watched some other channels and they said that was the way to go. And I didn't plan on getting a lot of things graded. And they said to do PCGS, and I would just ask them like, what's gonna make a difference when it comes to selling? So they said go PCGS, and they said go first strike, and that's what I did. And that was it.
I think PCGS is. I'm a huge fan of PCGS. NGC obviously is very reputable as well, but I think PCGS pulls a bigger premium in the long run. I'm not seeing a huge difference in price with this particular coin, though. I think once the hype dies down and the prices equalize out, I think we'll start to see the difference between PCGS and NGC probably, maybe 6 to 12 months down the road. We'll start to see the difference in price.
Yeah. I think it just that a lot of people got them graded, so that kind of
Sorry, guys.
And there was a lot of 70s coming in, on 69s coming in. That brought the price down.
Yeah, there was a lot more submissions on that coin than I thought there was going to be. I really thought there was.
It's still worth a crazy amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the prices, the market got a little bit ahead of itself, and then it just kind of realized, oh, maybe we're getting a little overhyped here.
Doesn't it always do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't you count on it?
So I can pull it up real quick. We'll take a look at the populations on those. What do you guys think? You guys have any ideas on what you think the populations are on those PCGS?
I would not make
Dude, I don't even know.
But PMU, you bought one. So
I got one from the mint, yeah.
So you're a more educated guess than I would ever be. I'd be pulling the. What does the chat say? There's got to be somebody that probably even knows.
No, there's nobody saying anything.
I'm looking it up here. We'll see what we got.
Did they all leave? Are we alone again? Is this like last time, the 3 a.m.er that we did?
No, there's no people in the house.
Oh, okay. I can't see anything.
Look,
Maybe I'm on private chat.
Up now, so I can see the chat.
Oh, I'm in private chat. That's why now I can go into live comments. Oh my gosh, there's people in there, and you're talking to people. Maybe I should.
Yeah. We're trying to keep up with everybody.
My legs falling asleep. Oh my gosh. It's like when you just want to stab yourself in the leg.
Okay, all right. So all right, so over at PCGS, they graded 4,562 of them at a 70 and 2,848 at a 69. So there's several others that are on here. It looks like some 68s.
Like 8,000?
Two people got a 67 and one guy got a 66. How would you feel?
Dude.
How would you feel if you got a coin that everybody else is selling for a couple grand and
you get a 66?
You send your coin in to get and you get a 66, and now your coin is worth $200.
Question.
Yeah,
I would break it out of the slab.
I would too. Absolutely, I'd break it out of the slab.
Bingo.
Yep.
In the back. But here's a question: now I'm in a position with one of the dimes where there's only two 64s that have some kind of there's hardly any 64s. I got a really low grade, but there's only like two of them in my grade for the 1996 West Point dime. So is there a value in the fact that there's only two of them that have been graded by NGC?
Well, it depends on whether or not are their coins graded higher, I guess.
Stop doing that. You're getting me dizzy. Whoa! I'm sorry. They are graded by NGC. This may be it. No, this is my 66. There's a 64 though. It's probably right here. But go on. I'm listening.
So if the number that's graded in your grade is important only if the number graded above yours is low. So if you have a 66 and there's only one other 66 known, but there's only two or three more out there that have graded higher than yours, then yeah, that's a big deal. But if you have a 66 and there's 10,000 more graded than yours, then it's not as big of a deal.
Okay. Well, with my average luck, I'm going to guess that it's the one that's not to my advantage.
Yeah. It also has to deal with the total mintage. I mean, there's no time that would have had a mintage of, millions and millions of coins where, with the American Silver Eagle Enhanced Reverse Proof only had a mintage of 30,000. So, to still have a graded version of that, even though it's a 66, is still going to pull a premium. I mean, at the end of the day, let's not kid ourselves. It's still an American Silver Eagle.
Yeah. This is MS64 PL. I think there's only two PLs. I think that was what it was.
So you got a Proof Like
64.
Very nice.
And I paid more for it than the 67, but I needed it because I'm getting the 68 and as high as they go eventually. And that's the only thing I'm doing is West Points. And I'm crazy about West Points, but the rest of it is silver and now little nuggets of gold. And we're giving them away tomorrow. All the spots are sold.
Oh, we
And
sold all the spots. All right. I was trying to get a spot in. I had a trouble with. I was on your stream last night. I was having trouble with PayPal, so wasn't able to get in.
Me and PayPal don't get along either. Yeah. And then you got to call them up, and then you get the lady in the Philippines who says her name is Lisa. Oh, trust me, lady, your name's not Lisa. I assure you, your name's not Lisa. Hello, my name is Brian. No, you're not Brian. I can't pronounce your name, so they told you to make up one I could. Because if you ever have to call back and say, that was the one I talked to. How do you spell that? I don't know. Lisa.
So NGC, I was trying to do a population check on the ASERP, and they've updated their app, and it already was a shitty app, and now they've made it worse. I don't know if you guys use those apps or not when you're looking at buying coins or anything.
Dude, I'm more of a bullion guy. I mean, I got a little bit of a collector side to me, but I don't have graded coins.
Yeah, I don't have a ton of graded coins, but when I go to coin shops and I see great, I always check the graded coins, see if there's anything worthwhile there. The apps, so like if you download PCGS's app or NGC's app, they're both free apps to download, and you don't have to have a membership to use them. They have scanners on them, so you can actually scan the barcodes on the slabs, and
that's cool.
And it'll tell you PCGS is a lot better. If you're going to download one of the two, definitely download the PCGS app, because when you scan the app, it will tell you the population of everything for that particular coin. It'll also tell you what the recent sales for that coin were. So, like if you scan if you look up the ASERP, the 2019 San Francisco Mint enhanced reverse proof, if you look that up, it'll actually show you like the most recent auctions for that coin that have sold in the different grades. It's super easy to use. So, and it works, it works for their paper currency that they grade. It also works for the foreign coins and tokens that they grade. So, NGC, I can't even find American Silver Eagles on their app now, so I'm not even sure what they're trying to do. I don't care how many American or Susan B. Anthony's they've graded. 40,000 if you guys want to know.
What do you guys think is going to be the next coin, like the?
It's a good question. It's a good question. Earlier tonight I posted a video. I don't know if you guys saw it yet or not. I posted a song that I wrote for David Ryder, the U.S. Mint director, and he's done a lot for the hobby and the.
I think he's doing a good job.
He's doing a great job. Him dumping a bunch of West Point quarters into those great big huge Gaylord bags that they had. And releasing them into circulation was really cool. Of course, we had the Pride of Two Nations set in 2019 for the USA and Canada, and we had of course the American Silver Eagle program this year, and they announced they're going to update that in 2021. I'm thinking personally, I feel like the Pride of Two Nations series, it will become a series, and the U.S. Mint will team up with another World Mint to do another one. So
that'd be cool. That'd be cool if they did it with like
Super Burr
the
or something.
Libertad. We'll do it with our other neighbor to the south.
Yep, and that's exactly what I was thinking. It was like a Libertad. The only I want to say we do with the Libertad, but Libertad's actually not. It's actually not a currency in Mexico, so it's
Actually,
they classify it as
you're
a
wrong, my friend. It is a coin. I know that there's some debate. It is a coin. So my partner is from Mexico originally, and I've done some research on this. I just was there last month, but I didn't have the chance to go. You can order Libertads from the bank, actually, in Mexico.
Okay.
And then you can turn them into the bank. They don't have a face value on them, though, because it's linked to the spot price. So whatever the current spot price of gold or silver is, when you turn it in, that's what you're going to get in pesos. So, yes, it actually is a coin.
I think we got somebody new over on the screen there. Sir, what happened to Red?
Oh, this is Jim finds old ladies at the bank and takes their silver. No silver in this roll. Next roll. Are you writing this down, honey? Okay. All right, next roll. No silver. Roll 500. No silver.
Red.
All right.
Hey, you make a good Rob. You look just like him.
My name is Bill finds old ladies at the bank and takes all their silver. That's my name. No silver in this roll. I couldn't find any silver there. Roll 765. All right, one more box for sale. I'm gonna throw a 2019 nickel. Almost beat you out. This is the prize. If we sell one more box, $35 a roll. Oh, damn it. No more silver in that one. I don't know. I need a new bank. It's got my initials on most of them.
You should go to the bank directly next to the bank you went to.
Okay, you can make me small again. Honey, write that down.
That was hilarious.
So many jokes. Honey, make me small again. Oh.
Every son of a bitch who stacks silver on YouTube is going to watch this video before the end of the month. My God, help me so.
I could be so lucky.
Honey, write that down. Warm up the Hummer. I got to bring these quarters back to the corner bank. And then pick them up again tomorrow.
No, you're in the 2000 block. You need to go to the 2100 block. Go across the street.
Not bringing my Hummer over there.
The one next to the Starbucks. Go to that one.
You know how many rolls I opened for this Hummer?
90, 100,000.
I know how to empty a room, Indy. I know how to empty a room. Trust me. I'll do it.
Don't make me bring Spider-Man back.
I know where he's at. Honey, write that down.
Oh.
All right. Roll 9,642. It's 4 a.m. Any of you drunks, friends, got any more money? $25 a roll. There's no silver in that roll.
I'll buy 7. Give me 7 rolls. Open them up for me.
No. So lady's in line at a bank. And she's got this big bag of silver. And I said, hey, what are you doing with all that silver? She said, I'm turning it in for dollars. I said, I'll give you $20 for it. She said, okay. I said, no. Let me give you 23. No. She said, no. So I gave her the 20.
Okay. That was perfect.
Write that down.
Write it down. So, what do you guys got coming up that you're looking to purchase silver wise?
Oh, I'm buying gold until my face falls off. What do you think I'm doing? What the hell do you think I'm doing with every damn penny I have?
Indy, I'm still going on the gold route right now because I don't know. I'd have to audit my stack to tell you the truth, but I probably got at least like 1,000 ounces or close to 1,000 ounces of silver and maybe like 11, 12 ounces of gold. So I'm trying to get more gold.
Baller.
Well, I've been doing it for, years now.
Yeah. I've only been in it for a year. I think I'm.
You're rocking, dude.
I think
You
I'm
guys will get there.
I'm near. I've got to be near 250 ounces now of silver, and coming up on 2 ounces of gold. That's not including the pay dirt gold that I've panned over the last probably 3 or 4 years. I've got 1.5 ounces of pay dirt gold that I've panned. So
if you have any leads on companies
melt
that you
that
like,
down.
let me know because I'm running out
So actually,
of responses. They don't respond fast. Most of them.
I always get my pay dirt from a place down in Georgia, down in Dahlonega, Georgia. It's called the Crisson Mine. It's CRISSON.
Off the website or off eBay.
I get it through the website. Yep.
I'll call them.
Definitely.
We need to make a special deal. I can't buy like an off-the-shelf bag, or people are gonna get real mad.
So they have different size bags there, and we always typically get the nugget bag.
Hell yeah!
We usually get
the nugget bag.
It's $325 for the bag, and
boom, that's the bag I'm looking for, and some guarantees.
Oh,
3.5.
Yeah, it's definitely guaranteed. I think we usually pull in
$300.
Yeah, it's $325 plus. I think it's like $10 to ship it.
And is there like a possibility, like 1 in 10, you're going to get an extra gram or something like that, or 1 in 100?
Yeah, I weigh it, so every time we get it, we probably get one of those bags probably every 2-3 months.
But do they sell bonus bags in the series of bags? Because usually there's like a series,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they do it that way. But
I'm going to call them and ask.
I mean,
that'd be perfect for us.
It's a lot of fun.
But Tom's gold dirt is excellent. He customized everything. Don't miss that. But I can't always use him.
Right.
I have to cycle it.
Yeah. Kristen has always been good. I think on that $325 bag, we typically are getting back between 4.5 and 6.5 grams. So,
how big is the bag? How many pounds?
It's a 10-pound bag. Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it takes half a day to pan it. So
we'll get the 1 pound bag with the same amount of gold.
There you go.
So that looks like fun to do that.
Do what?
To pan. Yeah,
it is fun. It's relaxing, right, dude?
It is, man. You ain't kidding, man. My daughter and I, we have a ton of fun doing it, and
you're so lucky she's 8. Well, no, she's 13.
13. Yeah.
Oh, mine's the reluctant stacker.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on. And
yeah.
She loved it.
So yeah, she loves panning for gold, and I take her to the coin shows. My son, he's 8, and he's not too much into it, but
he will be.
He's got I gave each of my kids a gram of gold for Christmas and a graded American Silver Eagle.
I remember you said that at Christmas time, right?
Yeah. And I think it hit my daughter a lot more, but my son's 8 and he'll come around.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah. Like if you say grab your gram and show them that how many silver eagles it takes to, make up that gram, or how much silver, say that little tiny thing right there is worth the same amount as that stuff, which is really valuable.
So they have a lot of cash. Grandparents are always wanting to give them money, and so so I break it down for them, and I show them like I'll take their money and show them out on the table like, hey, here's $60, and this is what a gram of gold is, and show them the difference and what a gram of gold is going to do. So.
Long term too, that gold's gonna hold its value a lot better than that $60. So
you damn right there. Yeah, absolutely.
Especially now that we're on full print mode from the Fed.
Oh, geez, yeah, they're working overtime pumping out dollar bills right there.
Oh man,
yeah.
Oh boy.
So
Well,
what are you looking to stack this year, you guys?
Gold pay dirt.
Yeah.
I'm on hold. I'm spending. I got to find a new nugget. I literally went shopping for nuggets and emailed nuggets by Grant today, saying, "Hey man, can you pick me out a couple of pretty ones over a half a gram?" But I did get a camera, by the way. That's what that whole last thing was for. I did get a camera. It may or may not make it. I asked him to ship it today. He said no. He said we don't ship on weekends. Like he said it'll go out on Monday. I said I need it Thursday afternoon, and it was guaranteed by Friday. So it comes early sometimes off of eBay, right?
Yeah.
So we might have 2 cameras.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm looking to get some more gold this year. I picked up as part of when I traded in my my American Silver Eagle enhanced reverse proof. I picked up a little bit of gold with that, so it wasn't exactly 60 ounces of silver. It was probably 55 ounces and some gold with it. So picked up a 20th ounce kookaburra,
Cool.
and then a gram of gold with
Did you
that.
show that off?
Not yet. No, I haven't. I have not showed that one off yet. It's still sitting in the box. So I've been, all the stuff that I picked up for my trade in, I've kind of been doling that out in the videos. So showing it all at once. So, but this year I'm looking to get some more gold. Probably not a lot. I'm hoping maybe half an ounce, maybe. But then
let's see if we get you a little bit more than that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that next week.
One more bag I'm waiting for in the mail.
So
no, it came. I got 3 bags.
Nice. But I like the I'm a fan of art bars. The generic rounds don't do it for me, but the generic bars do.
Silver?
Yeah.
They are cooler, yeah.
Yeah. Anything Silvertown, I'm looking for. A lot
what about
of
the dragons and that kind of stuff?
No, like the dragon rounds and stuff like that.
No, like a dragon, like a 3-dimensional. It looks like what's that game? Dungeons and Dragons looking thing, but it's silver.
I've seen those. So you can go like Atnex, and they've got some things on there that are like you can get like
maybe that's where I saw
3D statues of like Spock and PGA Tour specialist Chichi Rodriguez in 3D.
3D? Wow.
Yeah.
With the golf club?
Yeah. So it's some random stuff that people have.
I wonder if he's got one.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That's ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing. Like, I want to get more gold. I want to get more coal, American Silver Eagles, more junk silver, just for like stacking purposes. But I'd like to have a little fun this year. Maybe get some poured silver art. Like something fun like that. I mean, I understand for investment purposes, that's not the best, but it's just fun.
It really isn't. Yeah.
But if it keeps you going, if it keeps you stacking and you enjoy it, then who cares?
I got one of the I think it was like the second or third run that Silver Baggins did. Before he became.
I think I remember. I remember his first run. I think was that like a year and a couple months ago.
Yeah. So I got in on like the second or third run where it was the octagon, or hexagon. I think maybe it was hexagon shaped pieces that he did. And it's expensive, man. It's so expensive, but it's just
not cheap, but
it's not. And I'm looking.
It's expensive, and it's still not even worth it for all the work he's doing. And it's crazy expensive, and he's not even getting paid what it's worth.
Yeah, so
it's a rough business, man. I'm learning that in this gold game too. There ain't no profit when you're playing with gold. When your prizes are gold, your profits. Yeah.
So I was looking at a smelter this year. I was going to get one with my tax return. I did my taxes last night, and Uncle Sam bent me over. First time in 20 years I've owed money. So
oh my gosh, that means I'm on the same train because I was like 2,500 and then it went down to 250 and she called me today and said it's 143. I'm like, what? How much do I owe you? She said 242.
yeah, of course.
Oh, boy. Don't tell me that because I haven't done my taxes yet. I just, I never get money back, but I just hope I don't owe anymore. That's what
I always get money back. I was like 19 years old and I owed a bunch of taxes that year and I couldn't figure out why. And somebody's like, oh, you can have extra money taken out of your taxes every paycheck and that'll help not owe at the end of the year. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do that. And then so I ended up, I was like, I couldn't figure out how much exactly to take out of my check to pay extra into taxes. And the next year I ended up getting back like $1,500. So I'm like, oh, okay, I can do this.
$19.50 would be $1,000 a year if anybody in the chat is thinking about doing the same thing if you're still allowed to do it. 1950 times 52 is 1,000.
Yeah, so I used to have I changed it up, and for several years I was having $20 extra a week taken out,
and you didn't even feel it.
Yep, you never feel it, and everybody's like, oh, don't give your extra money to don't give your money to Uncle Sam. You're not earning anything off of it. And it's like you're not going to earn anything off of it unless you put it in the right spot. You're
losing it no matter what.
Unless you are putting your $20 extra a week into precious metals or 401k or some other investment opportunity, if you're just taking 20 extra bucks a week into your paycheck and spending it at Starbucks or wherever, that's lost money anyway. So
the savings account is lost money.
You're getting it back. So regardless if I get it all at once or if I get it back, throughout the year. So
yeah,
give a little
you put 20 extra bucks in a week, and at the end of the year, you got enough to buy an ounce of gold. So
I didn't take any of my deductions on the kid, which we flip off every other year. I just gave them all to her with all the problems she's having. So I'm sure I would have did better.
Yeah, I would have done better this year had I not. My ex-wife has taken the kids to Disney World in May, and she asked if she could claim the kids this year. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll let you do that, but I'm taking them the next 2 years. So I'll be set. Next year will be the year.
Yeah, you get your 2 years back because when you flip a year, it's not like, oh, now it's my turn again. Yeah. It's like, no, wait a minute. You had 2 in a row. Now I get 2 in a row. Honey, write that down.
Write that down, damn it.
I've got it split up to where I get to claim one every year. So this was my year. I was claiming my son, my ex-wife that I have my son with. She's taking him to Disney World. So we ended up. I was like, all right, go ahead and take the tax write-off this year. I'll take it the next 2 years. Next year's the year I typically claim my daughter. So I'll get to claim both kids next year, and money.
I won't owe Uncle Sam no money. Honey, write that down.
Little bummed though. I donated a vehicle to Vehicles for Veterans, and it did not come back appraised high enough to where I could get a tax write-off for it. So,
you know what they told me when I gave it to Cars for Kids? I said, the guy didn't give me nothing. They came, got it. He didn't give me anything at all. I said, aren't you supposed to give me something that says that I gave you a valuable thing? She said, no, just write it down. I'm like, what? And they got billboards all over Chicago, Cars for Kids. And those cars ain't for kids. Kids cannot drive. That's a bad idea. It's a lie because kids can't drive. So
not well anyway.
Let's put some kids behind the wheel in a car and put them on the highway. All right, here's 6-year-old Susie. She cries and wets herself still. So don't scream while she's driving. Keep the radio off.
I want to take a quick look at the chat, and we got some. We do have a few people left, I think. So,
honey, write that down.
Write it down.
Hey, you guys, I'm at like 4% on my phone here, so I'm gonna be probably kicked off here in a minute.
All right.
It's burning. It's burning quick.
I look like the pirate from Pee Wee Herman right now. That guy, that Phil Hartman. Hello, Pee Wee. It's Fisherman Bob.
I used to love that show.
Me too. I got it on DVD. Hello, Pee Wee. Or
Pee Wee got a bum rap.
He did, man.
He did. I love the guy.
I mean, come on. He was in like an adult movie theater. What do you think?
Leave him alone. That's where you go and do that. We have a
Right?
designated area, and
That was before internet porn. Come on.
Yeah.
Give him a break.
His role in the movie Blow, why he didn't win an Oscar or get nominated for an
Did he have
Oscar.
long hair?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that.
Great. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I mean,
Write that down.
it's a great movie.
Write it down. Write it down right now.
Write that
Put
down.
it in quotation.
He was great in the Blues Brothers.
Yes, he was. He was in the Blues Brothers. Yes.
Waiter.
Yeah. Wrong glass, sir.
Yeah, wrong glass, sir. No, that was the Pee Wee movie. At the end of the Pee Wee movie, when they made the movie about Pee Wee's life at the end of the Pee Wee Herman movie. Yes, sir. I will. He was the bellboy. I'll bring your bags up, sir. They voiced it over because his voice was bad. So I don't know if you remember that. Probably not. Honey, write that down. Indy didn't remember.
I didn't remember that one.
No
That one went
silver.
right over the top of my head, man. I get a lot of references, so I don't. But
Hey, we got a 40%er. First one in 7 years. Write that down, honey. I got to go bring these to the corner bank. Then pick them up tomorrow.
So PMU, while you're still here, I want to talk about this. So this doesn't have anything to do with silver, but I'm saving this for like a week now. So in Indianapolis, we got a chain of candy stores. It's called Rocket Fizz, and you go in there. They got candy from all over the world. They've got sodas, and they've got like 50, 60 different kinds of sodas in there. And took the kids over there last weekend. We bought a bunch of candy, and I bought this thing called the Sour Pickle Bowls, and from the Alamo Candy Company in Texas. So we got these here.
Sugar pickle balls.
Yeah, so sour pickle balls. And I was like, okay, that sounds like it's gonna be pretty tangy, pretty sour, no problem.
I didn't know pickles had balls.
Only the mature ones.
My kid did that joke accidentally when she was 2 years old. She didn't even know she said a joke. I said, "You want some watermelon balls?" And she said, "Watermelon don't have balls."
Don't have balls.
And I said, "Say that again. I got to get that on camera."
So I bought these, and I wanted to eat one on camera. I'm gonna switch this over to my screen real quick because I think this might go viral.
Cool.
So
write that down, honey.
Write it down. He's gonna eat this. He's gonna eat the balls. He's gonna eat some balls on live camera. So the smell is okay, and it says right on the label, it says deliciously seasoned with a little kick, right? And I was really anticipating this being a really good candy, and so I ate one, and I think you'll see from my reaction that it was not as described. So.
Really?
Oh.
Oh.
Why did you even eat it?
That's the face I make in the elevator when somebody farts. It's
write that down.
He's going down. He's going down. He's gonna throw up. Please do it. That's not gonna help the political career. Don't throw up.
My tongue!
Look at your tongue.
Dude, your teeth and your tongue all turned
That's
green.
what you get for licking a frog, man. I did that once. Oh, I woke up naked in New Jersey. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
He's finished it. I thought it was going to let it go. You should have let it go like 30 seconds ago. Before your face turned to green, it's your tongue.
Oh my God!
You turned a little
He's
blue.
committed. He's gonna swallow it. He's gonna finish it
It's
off.
down. It's down.
Down. It's down.
So I thought this was candy, right? So they put the ingredients on the back of the freaking package, right? Ingredient number 1 in this candy is freaking cucumber. What candy has cucumber in it?
Well, that's not bad.
How do you make a cucumber taste sour?
Number 2, water.
Yeah?
Number 3, vinegar.
Oh, great.
Number 4, salt.
Who the frick made this up?
Number 5, aluminum.
Look. You probably should eat
Ingredient
that.
is aluminum. It's the worst.
Uh,
Oh my
They
God.
got aluminum, and they've listed it because it's the law. FDA.
There's no sugar in it. It's not even candy.
There's no sugar. And it was on the candy shelf?
It's in a freaking candy store. They're in business to sell freaking candy.
I need to come up with a product that is
Oh,
that crappy that people will buy. That's great packaging. They did a good job on packaging.
oh my gosh. Yeah.
Woo.
so what do you want to know? Because my phone's about to die here.
My water is my mouth is so dry. Yeah.
Oh,
Ah!
great.
Oh my God. Oh guys.
This is the beginning. This
So-
reminds me of when we went to the Grateful Dead show.
So I got 2 left. So if you guys want to try these on air, let me know. I
Anytime.
may those right up for you.
PMU is about to die. His phone. What?
Yeah, he's
what
about
was
to go
the
out.
question?
So.
You got a question for PMU?
Would I eat one on air for you? I'll eat it on air for you, Indy.
All right. I wouldn't do that to my
We can
friends.
do it in solidarity together.
No,
The
I'm not
three
going to
of
do that to my friends. I ain't gonna make. I'm not.
I
Nope.
didn't get to 300 pounds by being picky about things I put in my mouth. Okay, big secret.
Write that down.
Write that down,
honey.
Susie.
Write it down.
Send it to my cellmate.
All right. We're on box number 9. Warm up the Hummer, honey.
Oh gosh, I have to go back through and see what everybody has to say about that. Oh my gosh.
Tell the pool guy to keep it down. Did you have a question for PMU before his battery dies? Before you did the green thing.
Yeah. So, PMU, you're gonna be putting out some new content for here soon.
He's dying.
I think he's dead.
This is the perfect cliffhanger.
I think he dropped his. He dropped.
This is the cliffhanger. This is where we pick up next time.
Red.
I think he did just in the water too, man.
He got abducted. Ladies and gentlemen, you are witness to the PMU abduction. There's aliens.
Not in the butt. Not in the butt.
No, you don't want to go on that ship. Trust me. Nope, you're better off. Nope, sir. You are.
I think he's gone. I think we
Better
lost him.
off spending a week in prison than you are getting on that spaceship right there. I'll tell you.
I don't know. I spent a week in jail. I spent 2 weeks in jail. It was not. I would gladly go on the spaceship, and I'm afraid of flying. So
I hate flying.
yeah.
I'm going to San Francisco this summer. I'm not a fan of flying. I'd rather walk. Write that down, honey.
That's a Pretender song.
Everything that Red Snapstacker did tonight is not PMU or Indy related. Or
There we go. I think we lost him. There he's gone. Oh man, we lost him. If he comes back, we're gonna bring him back in. All right, Red. I'm gonna turn this show over to you for about 3 minutes.
I know
I've got
what
to get
time it
another
is.
beer. Get this out of my mouth, man.
Okay. All right.
It's hanging with me. I can't.
I got an idea.
All right, you're up.
All right, honey. Oh, he totally took me off. Okay, honey, write that down. Did we lose people because of that? I don't even know how many people are in here. Let's see. Precious Metal says, bye-bye, guys. The aliens got him good. He's on ship with alien. Oh, I can't pick that. I'm not in control. Aaron Krause, hello. I saw you floating around while I was acting like an ass. Okay. Everybody hide. And when he comes back, he'll think we're all gone. That's not going to work, is it? Let's see. Who else is in the chat? Can we see that again? I think it was the green tongue thing he's referring to. And the green is permanent. Yeah, that's what he's figuring out right now in the men's room. Those are the next GAW. That's a great idea, Native. Well, actually, I'm sending him like 4 questions on a test. I got a pretty cool test coming up. Maybe if he loses the test, he'll eat another one. I'll ask him that. Let me go back and see what the other 2 people. I wish I knew how many people are in here. I'm sure it's under 10 if it's going to be my average. Let's see. Jonathan Reese says, oh, I have no idea how to pan, but I'd love to try it. Dude, it is so relaxing. And I don't know really the truth of what that means because I'm using the turbo pan, which is not a manly pan. I have manly pans around here. But they're, what I did, let me see if I have proof of what I did. The reason why I've got buckets of water and things are falling in the water is because I'm boiling all of the silt down and making sure that we're not losing any gold. If any gold is collected for the Eldorado 13 after I announce how much gold, then that goes into another bag for another time. It's off limits. It's out of play. Back to you.
All right. Sorry.
We forgot to hide. It was my fault. We were all going to hide, and when you came back, the room was
Gotcha. I had to pick up another snow cone.
Woo. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, snow cone.
Is that a nickname for beer, or is that it tastes like a snow cone?
This is a Enos and Gun imported barrel aged stout. So, this
write
is.
that down, honey.
Did you get that?
That's the one that room emptied, right? When I did that, people don't like that. I might as well be talking bad about Jesus Christ. I get the same reaction if I say something. You say something like that, it's like that's the reaction you get. You can't joke about that. You can't joke if somebody ain't had no silver 40%ers in 7 years. It's not funny.
I tell you that this sticks with you.
Someone mentioned that that should be part of a GAW.
Giving away pickle sour ball?
Yeah.
No. Nope.
Jonathan Reese finally got a 7-year-old to get into pennies. At least it's a start. Dude, that's where I started.
He really is.
I smashed a bunch of really valuable pennies. I started in pennies. And
my daughter got interested in it. We had stopped off at a coin shop on the way after work.
You make your kid
about a year ago. Yeah.
Indiana.
Now we call the dog Indiana.
So it's like an Irishman and an Italian guy making fun of each other, Illinois and Indiana.
Yeah, that's right.
It's exactly the same thing.
So we stopped off at this, not really a coin shop as much as it is a gun and ammo shop that I have. That just happens to they trade silver for ammo and guns there.
We'll take silver.
Yeah. Guns. Oh yeah. So they actually have a Colts Super Bowl ring in there.
No way. Who lost it?
It's an employee ring. It's not the real deal.
It's still okay. I mean, it's not a player ring, but it's still
Yeah.
a ring.
So they want $1,200 for it. So, yep. And I'm a Bears fan, so it's not even like I'm like in the market for a Colts Super Bowl ring, but still, it'd be cool to have one.
If you had 4 cases of beer on the right day, you could have got Refrigerator Perry's ring.
Yeah.
He let it go for nothing, right?
Yep.
That was sad.
Start up.
Jeez.
I met Icky Woods last year or 2 years ago at the Madison Boat Regatta down in Southern Indiana. He was down there signing autographs, and he had a ring with him.
On him?
Yep.
Or on his.
Yep. So pretty cool.
Don't let it go. You only get one of those in life. Only a few.
Well, yeah. It's not like he worked real hard to get his, so I think his career was already over by the time he got his. So
That's some. You bring that home and show that to the wife, and it's going to be a special evening at your house. even even if you work in the mailroom.
that's right.
You work in the mailroom now. This is kind of funny, and you can use this in sad situations. This is a great idea. My ex-wife, when we were married, her uncle came down with a cancer that was cured, but it was pretty bad for a while. And he's a Bears fan, and there's nothing more than he hates than a Green Bay Packer. And up by the border here, there's a lot. So I called the Green
Hold
Bay
on just a second
Packers.
there, Red.
Yes.
I hate to cut you off. Native Stacker says he can hear me, but he can't hear you. Is that still the case for everybody? I'll just check in the chat.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Is that better?
Rooster Cogburn says that your mic is a little low.
Is there a volume? Did you find a volume earlier when you were talking about volume?
The only volume I deal in is tubes, man.
Okay, I thought you were talking about volume. Maybe that. Ask him if I talk loud, if that would help.
Aaron Krause says she sees two white dudes. He sees two white dudes. Uh-oh. Now we got no volume. What did you do, man? Says it's better, but I don't hear him. You guys hearing us? Check 1, check 2. Live stream check.
Oh, now test 1 2 3.
There we go.
Really good. Okay, now I'm not even on this mic anymore. Now I'm on the computer mic. So, and as long as I stay relatively close, I should be okay.
Yeah, Aaron says your microphone has the coronavirus.
Yeah. So do 11 other people. That's an international stacker said. So he was real sick. He had cancer, and so he hates nothing more in the world than the Green Bay Packers. So I called the Green Bay Packers and I said, "Look, my wife's uncle's, battling cancer. He's not doing too great, and there's nothing in the world he loves more than the Green Bay Packers." I said, "Could you guys send him something, to cheer him up?" So the Green Bay Packers sent him a real serious box of stuff, man. I mean, it had those Russian little dolls, the wooden ones that come apart, and there's like 100 other little Packers in there. It gets smaller and smaller. They sent him 2 or 3 books. They sent him tons of autographs, T-shirt. I couldn't even tell you. I mean, it was an endless box of Green Bay Packer stuff, and the guy never laughed so hard in his life.
That's
and
awesome.
He's got a signed card by a bunch of guys too.
Nice. Yeah, so I don't make it to NFL games very often. I make it to a Colts game probably every 2 or 3 years, probably. I haven't been to one since Pat McAfee retired, who was our punter. And if you guys don't know who Pat McAfee is, he is hilarious. He's got a podcast. He works for Barstool Sports now, and he's
It sounds familiar. I'm into podcasts, so they put a lot of stuff in front of me. I mean, I'm into listening to them now.
But I went up to Chicago for a Bears-Packers game, probably close to, it was over 10 years ago now. But Bears played Packers at Soldier Field, and it was the coldest game ever played at Soldier Field.
I remember that day.
It was in the third quarter, the wind chill got down to negative 38.
That's the only game I'll watch is the Packers and the Bears game every year.
It was so freaking cold. It was unbearable. Like I went and bought cups of beer. Like they sell these little tiny cups of beer at Soldier Field. They're like
$12.
10 and 12 ounce beers for $12. And they were slushies by the time I got back to the seat. I've never been so cold in my life, and I was wearing so many layers. I had the heat.
And you're right on the lake, man.
Oh man, it was nuts. And the parking at Soldier Field is stupid. So it's like 1 block wide by 12 blocks long. And if you're not there by 3:00 in the morning, game day, you're parking in Gary. So and walking.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Everything in the city's like that. Long and skinny. Every bar, every storefront you go into, it's 30 or 50 by 200 or 150.
Yeah.
Every bar. You could spit the other wall in every bar in Chicago. In the old, most of them are in the old buildings. There's not a lot of new construction for bars.
It's better than the bars in San Francisco where they shit on the walls, though.
Yeah. Boom, boom. Hello, Nancy.
Write that down.
Write that down. Hello, Nancy. Write that down.
So I've only been kicked out of one bar in my entire life, and
I was a bouncer for many a year.
It might have been you that bounced me. I don't know. So the oldest bar in Indiana is it's downtown. It's called the Slippery Noodle, and
Don't say that drunk.
It's a blues bar, right? So they have the Blues Brothers silhouette right there on their sign for their bar, right? And so we go in there on St. Patrick's Day, and I'm wearing a kilt. And they kick me out for wearing a kilt. Yeah.
Downtown?
Downtown.
I could see out in the sticks with you're not wearing that here.
Yeah. It's a man in a skirt. Get out of here.
Obama's not the president from the county line to this bar. You're not wearing that here.
Yeah, the only bar I've been kicked out of.
We're wearing a kilt, so that's not bad.
Wearing a kilt, yeah.
Could be worse. I saw a guy 2 days ago in the store wearing a kilt, but I don't think it was for a special occasion.
They're awfully comfortable. If you don't own one, I highly recommend it.
His was a little short, kind of looked like a schoolgirl thing. In this really old town grocery store, I keep telling them they got to film a movie in here, but I keep thinking a murder, Natural Born Killer. It's like. Dun, 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 dun. That 70s font all over the ceiling.
So, Red, other than pay dirt, what are you hoping to pick up this year? You guys, you looking at doing anything silver?
I will continue.
You're newly reformed, and you've gone over to the gold side. So I don't know if you're still
constitutional.
Constitutional.
I'm going to just do constitutional because
it's cheap.
It's cheap and it's made by the right company.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like I'm not paying the premiums anymore. I'm doing this to get ahead. I get sucked into some of it, like the W dimes and the W pennies and the W nickel now. I'm sucked into that, but that's a really cheap hobby.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with premiums on things. We talked about how I like getting art bars earlier.
Yeah.
And, typically they don't carry much of a premium. Right now spot values like 17.75 an ounce, and tomorrow when I go to the coin show, I'll be able to pick up any number of art bars for under $19 a bar.
Yeah.
So,
There'll probably be bins of them.
And from famous mints as well. I mean, like we're talking Johnson Matthey, Engelhard. Those guys will sell those for under $19 tomorrow, and I'll pick
They don't impress them really anymore.
So
probably, right?
But
it's like, the seller guys, they're like, all right, got a drawer of these.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah, and then there might be things that they've had for a long time. Be things they're just looking to offload, but silver's been down, for the last month. It's been.
Do you find these guys making deals at the end?
I've only been there at that show once at the end of the day, and I didn't get any kind of like special deal or anything, but I wasn't necessarily shopping the entire show. So like I got there late, like an hour and a half before the show ended. So I don't know what the feeling in the room was throughout the day.
You found one or two good tables, got what you wanted.
Yeah, I've got like 2 or 3 tables at that show that I really like. They've got like between 35 and 40 tables at that show every month. And I've got like 2 or 3 tables that I know they always have the stuff that I want and the stuff that I'm looking for, and so I'll scout them out, and then everything else is kind of gravy at that point.
I'll bet you $1 there's a coin show a few miles from here tomorrow. Actually, when we're done with this, I think I'm going to look. I don't think I'm going to find any gold nuggets there, though. I hope I get my email back on that. You get some pretty ones. Tomorrow we'll draw that. I don't know if you're not in on it, are you? If anybody watching is in on that, yeah, it's full. We'll get that half a grammer out. Get some more in here. I'm trying to buy double of everything inbound.
I've got 3 entries in the turbo pan drawing.
Yes, you do.
And then I
got that written down right.
I think I've got I'm in
3 months. I think
I'm in the El Dorado through April.
Yeah.
So
in there a lot.
I'm not gonna lie though, I'll probably buy some extra ones.
Everybody who bought, you were one of the guys who bought 2.
Yep.
It was funny how everybody who bought 2, I think there was 3 of you, won something.
Yep. So I think February I'm gonna let it ride with just the one. I had the bone. I got the.
We're full on that one. You mean March then, right? The March one.
Well,
I'm seeing February.
Right.
13th.
Well, yeah, February. So I won the free entry, the 4th place entry in
for
January.
This one.
So that puts me into February and that
and March
entries. Yeah.
Because you already paid for what you won.
Well,
right. So I remember you overpaid.
So I paid for February, and then I won.
And you won February. So we moved you into February, March. Or you can go twice in February. It's your call. It doesn't matter to the game.
I'll spread them out.
Spread them out because I think, by the way, we're full anyway. So I'm talking them on my butt.
February's full. I'm already in for March for one, but I'll probably do another one.
For fun, let's see what the eBay listing is going for, because the last El Dorado spot is on eBay with only 4 bids. Last time I saw it this morning, it was $20.50.
I'm one of those bids. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, are you? Ooh.
I am $20.50.
If you guys search redhead _step _stacker on the username, or just put in El Dorado 13, it comes right to the top. See if I got a message now. I thought it might be. Let's see where she's at. Selling.
You're going to want to
find it. $26.
Yep.
Wow.
Somebody just bid it. I don't know who it was, though.
It tells me how many bidders, I think, somewhere. 4 bidders.
I got 7. I'm showing 7 bids. We got
7 bids, 4 bidders.
Yep. 4 days and 14 hours left.
It ends a couple hours before we start it.
Yep. So who knows? I might have a second. Might have a second name in there.
You're gonna have 2 beautiful spots. That was a nice sound. I don't know what it was.
Well, that it was my eBay was notifying me that I'm now the current highest
Woo!
row 13. So
Hell yeah! It'll probably stop right there.
well, and that would be cheap. I mean, the tickets
Right.
for February were $33. So
Right. So that goes cheapo.
yeah,
Now next time I should end it an hour into the El Dorado if things are going good.
yeah.
I might go.
Native Stacker says he's. I'm just looking at the chat, and Native Stacker says he's picking up some girls, Terry and Barb.
Terry's sleeping back behind the fireplace. That's where the master bedroom is.
Yeah, Terry
79.
Terry's 79. Yeah, she can come over to my place anytime she wants.
Honey, write that down. Terry's coming over. I'm switching you out for Terry, honey. You get the house, I get the Hummer. Terry, write this down for me. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Jay Knight. Jay Knight's in the house. Oh, Jay Knight, yes. You asked if I need your address. Yes, sir, I do need your address. I commented on a couple videos that I needed it.
I need Nerd Analyst's address because his gold is sitting right here.
Oh, he hasn't given you his address?
I don't think so. I went through the email. Max says he doesn't even have it. Max says he's got a big giant wallet for him. Maximus Silver Stacker. He's like, oh, I got a big giant wallet for him. I don't know his address.
I think you really should probably institute a rule or something in the El Dorado 13 that if after a certain point that goes unclaimed, then
3 years. 3 years, and it's not your gold anymore.
It rolls over. 3 weeks.
Rolls over into the next El Dorado.
It rolls over.
After 156 weeks. That's it. I won't be used.
I was thinking about the El Dorado 13 earlier, a couple days ago, actually, and I almost thought it should be like there should be a
horse. That's what I was thinking.
Horse. No, almost like like the green 00 on a roulette wheel. It should be like a bandit. A bandit,
yeah,
randomly thrown in there, and if the bandit gets drawn, then whatever step you're on, the second or the third place nugget, or the El Dorado 13 winner, if the bandit gets that, then it rolls over. That prize rolls over.
The whole thing? Or just from that canister?
Just call him throw him in the canister.
In the sifter.
Give him a share and make him the bandit, and then if he gets
if the bandit hits when we're cleaning out 30, all the gold goes to either the next one or second winner.
Sure. Yeah. I think it'd be good.
Because that way it goes into everybody who invested in this one. Because if we think it's like a share, and when it's over, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, a bandit. How would the bandit come in? Maybe it could be through the chat somehow with a bot. I don't know. I'm going to think about that all night. That's a great idea. I don't know. I'll have to wait until it's a new game and announce it, because if 3 or 4 people don't like it, I've been in it every week, I ain't doing it. And then we can't do it because I can't lose 3 or 4 people on this. This is a high stakes. Well, it's not really high. It's really low. Stakes means your odds, right?
Yeah.
And the money that it's up. Okay, so there's a good amount in it, but it's not really high odds.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to do it. I'm getting tired, bro.
We're gonna do. I'm gonna do when I come on with you this month. I'm gonna do some silver giveaways. If you want to start announcing that, we
gotta figure out what we're doing with your gold. You sent a lot of gold.
Oh, you. That's all you, man. You do what you got to do with that gold. But I think what we need to do in order to get people
I think we divide this up and sell it and drop the gold in one of the very few bags.
Here's what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna propose for this month, Eldorado 13.
Okay.
We got, there's 13 of us that are in that, but there's no incentive for everybody else to watch
Right.
on the stream. So I'm gonna donate $1.40 of dimes, silver dimes, and we're gonna give those away on the stream.
Wow.
So
I appreciate the heck out of that.
So that'll be an incentive to get everybody else in to watch. We can get that view count up.
I've been struggling with that part of it. I mean, it's been I have to be honest, it's been a small struggle because I'm so concerned about the 13 people that I have to accommodate and make sure. And this one is a lot less stress than the first one, especially because I actually got more time. And the third one should be a breeze, and I could take my time. But yeah, I do have to work. And when I did the weekly, that weekly Friday giveaway, that thing was easy to roll an idea into. How to give something away in the chat, and maybe something else will come up later, but at least I got something written in there.
Right. So what we'll do is we'll do just periodically throughout that stream, I'll just pop in and say we're gonna give away some dimes, and I'll sponsor that for you.
Thank you. While I'm doing the panning and stuff, you'll entertain the people and give them stuff. That's wonderful. Absolutely. That's awesome.
So it'll help out. It'll bring some more people in. Go ahead and
maybe that'll be a tradition.
There we go. We'll do that. We can work up some stuff there. So
I'm talking to Stormtroopers management now to see if he'll do April or March. Mm-hmm. But they said, I don't know. It doesn't look good. I don't know. So we got to go through his management now.
Oh yeah, he's big time. He's got over 2,000 subscribers.
Hard to get a hold of. Okay.
I think we should keep on playing. I don't think the really heavy stuff's going to come down for a few more hours.
Overs. Oh, I can't think of any lines. I'm usually full of them.
Cannonball!
Yeah. Only ones I can think of. This is Luke.
Here, the final round of Augusta. Cinderella story.
I'm going to watch it this weekend. I missed that.
So Saturday, I keep looking over here. So Saturday Night Live is on. I don't know. I know you know a lot of the old guys. The
90s cast are the people that I grew up with in Second City.
Probably. You know who's hosting tonight?
Who?
RuPaul.
That's so weird.
It's ringing.
She's still around?
Yeah, obviously she's still relevant.
She's like 55 now? I mean, you don't even see Madonna. Madonna's in hiding. Shouldn't RuPaul be?
And actually, I think this might be a scenario like back in the late 90s or early 2000s when Garth Brooks was the host. And what was his alternative persona? Was it Chris Gaines?
Chris Gaines. I bought that album. It was a good album.
Chris Gaines was the musical guest. So RuPaul's the host tonight, and Justin Bieber is the musical guest. So maybe that's kind of the same thing. Who knows?
RuPaul is Justin Bieber.
Could be.
I was thinking that in the 90s.
A lot of stage makeup.
Is your daughter listening to that one girl now? What's her name? Elisha something. She's real good. That kid's good.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish. She's real good.
She was on SNL not too long ago. She was really good on there. Yeah,
she's got a crush on Bieber. Like, are you kidding me, lady? Yeah. You could have what's that guy from our dinner? I was gonna say some guy from the 80s. Like, ew, he's like 48. Like, I can't think of any offhand. Anyway.
So, I thought about you earlier today. Last night I was over on your live stream and you were talking about your forever picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about that today. I'd gotten notification this morning. I hate to be a downer on the live stream, but I had a friend of mine from high school that guitar dealer. He passed away this morning. So,
That's too
uh,
bad.
so I was thinking
How
about
old's the guy?
that. He's my age, so he's 40. Yeah, 39,
Fudge.
40 years old.
A
Yeah.
heart attack or something?
Well, Phil did not lead such a clean life.
Fat and smoke cigarettes like me?
Well, yeah, he smoked a little bit more than cigarettes, I think. So, the stuff that's illegal in all 50 states, not just half of them.
Oh,
So,
dear. That'll
yeah.
take you down quick.
Yeah, he was a great guy. I've known him. We played sports together when I was young, and last couple of years he'd gotten into. He had a website where he dealt in rare guitars, and yep, it's tough always hearing something like that. And the older you get, the more of those friends you're going to lose from back in the day. So
Yeah. I lucky enough that it isn't my class, but the class 2 years younger than us. I'm friends with a lot of those people, and I keep hearing their stories. Oh, this one dropped heroin, or died of an overdose. This one died of an overdose on this. I'm like, how are these 40-something-year-old people? You know what it is? They went to the hospital and they had some serious pain, and they gave them a pill for it, and that was it.
Yep.
Stick with ibuprofen. Trust me.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, I've been out of high school for 22 years now, and we had 275 of us in the graduating class, and we've only lost 3.
Ooh, that's good.
A pretty good percentage, but
That's real good.
that's pretty good. But yeah, it's always rough when you hear. We had one kid from my graduating class was actually he was in sports. He played football. He was in the marching band.
Wow.
Had a
Double duty. I'll be right back, coach.
He didn't go into the locker room at halftime. He came out and played for marching band. So,
In his uniform.
Well, so from where I'm from is the west side of Indianapolis. It's a city called Avon, and Avon has one of the best high school marching bands in the country.
Ooh, them are dirty words in Texas, son.
Yeah. So so they have the National Marching Band Championships in Indianapolis every year.
Really?
And,
that's a big deal in a lot of states.
Huge deal. Yeah, Texas.
In your state, it's a big deal, or is it just your area?
No. Oh, so Indiana it's huge in Indiana, huge in Illinois, huge in Texas.
Not quite as huge as Texas, though. I mean, they dedicate high schools to it, where they send certain kids to high schools.
Yeah, and that
in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Avon has the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's a big. So Avon, Carmel, and Center Grove are the 3 cities here around Indianapolis that have the marching band programs. So,
and the kids from other districts will get shipped in there.
Yep, just
because it's a big deal.
Yep.
There's this mobster town. It was a mobster town next to O'Hare Airport called Rosemont, and it did the most beautiful, genius things with this town. But one of the things that he did is he built his marching band has full. The mayor was mayor. He just died. He actually died the day my daughter was born, and I've been to his house a couple times, and he has the shutters with the windows that go down. He has a tunnel underneath the house for the whole block that leads to all the kids' house, plus the garage around the corner. And he passed away leaving a semi-tractor trailer and a brand new, beautiful tour bus for these kids that do the marching band in his town. So much money. I don't remember the name, but I don't know if they're good. I know they got more money than every other one because it's all big businesses.
A big marching band school up there in your region is Marian Catholic High School.
Marian Catholic?
Yep. I'm not sure where in Chicago it's exactly at, but yeah, Avon is actually tied with Marian Catholic for most consecutive national championships in marching band. So
I've got two cousins that are in the marching band for Illinois State University,
cool.
but that's a different game, I guess.
Yeah, my brother went to University of Illinois for his master's.
I was gonna say, you go to University of Illinois, you're going for something good.
Yeah,
You're not
of course,
underwater basket weaving.
my brother's in the nuclear field, so University of Illinois.
I am so interested to send you a link to give to your brother, and you get his opinion on the guy who designed the nuclear plant in. It's not Champaign, it's not Carbondale, it's one of the towns in between, and they only built it because they were allowed to charge more tax money, and they knew they were never going to even turn it on. You know the name of it?
Is it Urbandale? No, Urbandale, South Illinois.
Yeah, maybe the town starts with an M, Monroe or Moline or something like that. But the point, the guy's name is I can't remember the name of the guy, but he literally started with Einstein in doing all the submarine projects, and he says this stuff is harmless. He said this is perpetual energy. He said he had a water, he filled his water bottle out of the cooling tank and drank it. He swam in there. I want your brother. Your brother might get enthralled with him. He eats uranium.
Really?
I made 2 videos about it, but the long video is him by himself watching this guy go around saying, "Look, this is BS about this stuff. It's not nuclear waste. They know it's energy. They're burying it. Blah blah blah." It's very interesting. Gaylord Windsor, that's his name. Gaylord Windsor.
Gaylord Windsor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Sounds like it sounds.
About 5 years ago, my brother got me clearance to tour Langley.
Woo!
It was amazing. So they have a museum. They have 2 museums in Langley. Now you have to have permission to go just into the property at Langley for the CIA headquarters, right?
What kind of stuff would be in that museum?
So the first museum was pretty small. It was like 1,000 square feet. It was just the history of the CIA. But then they have a larger museum in there that is the history of spy tech, right?
Awesome.
And so it's just like display case after display case of like shoes that shoot poison darts. And
that they confiscated from somebody from some other country, probably half of this stuff, right?
So as soon as something like a spy gear or spy tech of any kind hits Langley's property, it has to stay there. So like everybody has just like the most ridiculous paperweights you can imagine. So like my brother's department's in the nuclear division, so they
got nowhere to put the crap anymore.
Yeah, so
you can't bury it. We're not going to bury it.
In his office, they have happy hour on Fridays. So at 4:00 they stop working. They have a decommissioned nuclear warhead from Russia that somebody converted into a beer fridge.
Woo!
In their office. So this is nuclear.
There's a cigarette girl who's got spy tech they're trying to get rid of, saying paperweight.
Yeah,
paperweight.
So you go through this museum at Langley of spy gear, and it's not just spy gear, but it's chronologically in order. So like starts in like the 1700s, like well before the CIA was ever thought of.
What the heck could they use for spying then?
Oh, they had all sorts of crazy stuff, man. It was nuts, like stuff you can't even imagine. And so chronologically go through, and then you get to a certain point, and like the CIA comes into existence, and they start talking about like stuff, like missions they've been on, and like relics.
In the museum.
So at the end, this was been like I said, 5 years ago. It's like 2015, 2014, maybe. It was right after my divorce, so maybe probably been 2014. It was right after the United States had killed Osama bin Laden. Right, he'd been there for about a year, and hanging on the wall, right at the end of the museum, is the rifle that was sitting next to Osama bin Laden when we killed him on that mission.
Wow!
They just have it hanging on a thing, and you can like hold his rifle
Holy
I'm
cow!
sitting there like holding this
Because
gun.
you got clearance.
Yeah, I got clearance. I can go in there and I'm holding this gun. It's just chained to the wall, and
You can pick it up because you got clearance.
that's
In a regular museum, you ain't picking up Osama bin Laden's gun.
exactly. So yeah, just nuts. The stuff they have laying around there. I got to tour.
No, it's still loaded. Damn it! You chained it to the wall and it's still loaded.
I used to be big into model railroading, and
Me too.
More, but my brother set it up to where I could take a tour of the model building department at the CIA, and they have this whole
Reenactment thing.
So no, so it's like they build scale models based off of satellite photos of places where they're going to do missions at.
Awesome.
They had a scale model of Osama bin Laden's compound, right?
In the museum. That's got to be awesome.
Shit, it was sitting outside the cafeteria. This model was in the cafeteria in the hallway. They were like they don't have room.
Somebody want an Osama paperweight?
So it's just sitting there out in the hallway in front of the cafeteria. They've got this like 5 foot by 5 foot diorama of his compound that's scaled to like, you know, a 16th of an inch equals a foot.
Is that the end of the museum tour where they push you into the cafeteria, or is that like not even in the museum?
Yeah, it's not even in the museum. It's like just literally like one of those things
Cool.
like out in the open. Like people that work there walk past it all the time and don't think anything of it. I'm sitting there like drooling on this thing.
Yeah, you're looking in every room and every window. All the beds are put in the right place.
Yeah. My dad got clearance to go through Langley about 10 years ago. My mom has never been because she is not eligible for clearance to Langley because she has an FBI file. So
hippie mom.
no, actually, my mom's a practical joker, and inadvertently,
Awesome.
my mom accidentally, inadvertently caused a bomb scare at the federal building here in Indianapolis back in the 70s.
Oh,
So
that'll kill it.
yeah, a guy she was dating before my dad claimed to be a tennis player, and
Is this? Did I hear this on the news already? The tennis guy. The tennis.
So, claimed to be a tennis player, and they went out and played tennis. They played doubles, and this guy sucked ass, I guess. And
He didn't say he was a trainer, did he? Or a coach?
No, he worked at the federal building here in Indianapolis.
Oh, okay.
Right? So as a joke, my mom and her friend sent a tennis ball in a box wrapped in brown paper and mailed it to his office. And of course, a tennis ball makes a really unique sound when you rattle it around inside of a box. No return address. And so they blew it up in the street in front of the federal building.
My tennis ball!
Yeah. So they questioned.
How'd they find out it was her?
Yeah, they questioned the guy. Wait, it's the FBI,
Oh.
man. They questioned the guy to find out if he knew who it was, and they, oh no, I don't know who it was. You know, trying to protect these women. They found out who it was, and so yeah, mom's not allowed to go to Langley.
That's awesome.
So.
I thought it was going to be a good hippie story. Yeah.
Now my parents weren't hippies. My dad,
Just after the hippie market, then.
my dad was born in the 40s, which would have put him in like the perfect time to be a hippie. My mom was a little younger, so like the summer of free love and Woodstock she was still too young to have ever done anything with that. And my dad he was the right age, but he was not into that kind of music. So
Same with, well, that's a whole nother story. Dude, it is midnight in my area. I think I'm not going to be able to stand much longer.
1 a.m. in here. So
I want to say I had fun. I want to say I hope I didn't offend anybody. Write that down, honey.
Up in the chat, so
Write that down, honey.
Write it down.
Yeah, this was a very offensive show. My only objective was to make sure that everybody who stacks silver watches it and says and subscribes to Step Stacker. I'm trying to get down to 500.
I think my hope is that people appreciate our banter back and forth. Our our comedic bits. I know you did the Spider-Man bit earlier. It was awesome. Maybe next time when we have it on your channel,
We could
come
be
on
more
and
potty.
it. I've got a pretty extensive repertoire of impressions I can bring on. So
Well, I'm sorry. I started. You guys weren't here. This was off camera, and I have a water full of bucket below me. So I said Spider-Man lands on the roof because you can't use all the bathrooms in New York are locked in the office buildings. So I poured this into the bucket while he's running for office, possibly. You don't know. So I think Nancy's got some problems. Not with Spider-Man around.
10 years ago, I got asked to be the Secretary of State here in Indianapolis as an interim Secretary of State.
That's a big job in Illinois.
Huge job here in Indiana too. So ended up what it was our the Secretary of State here in Indiana doesn't have a lot of power. All he does is run elections and runs company. Like he's the one that like issues like
licenses, plates,
and stuff. Yeah. So the guy that we elected, his name was Charlie White. They brought him up on voter fraud, which was a huge deal because
he's in charge
of the elections. So for him to be brought up on voter fraud was a big deal.
The wolf's taking care of the hen house.
So they took him to court. He lost, and they had to have an he didn't go to jail. He avoided jail time, but they had to find an interim.
So they're like, I know a guy.
We know a guy, and I pretty well connected. So my name got run up the list pretty quick, and
that's cool.
I did turn it down.
You did?
Yeah.
Because of the YouTube channel?
What's that?
I said because of the YouTube channel.
No, my YouTube channel is only a year old, so
it's like, guys, I'm trying to build I don't want to be Secretary of State and have my name on everybody's driver's license because I'm working on my YouTube channel.
That's right. I need some street cred. So, it was an honor to be asked. I mean,
wow.
This is back when Mitch Daniels was president. Mitch Daniels was governor. So Mitch is, he was a powerful guy here in Indiana for a long time. He's now the president over at Purdue University. So
nice gig.
They selected an interim guy for like 3 weeks, and then they had a caucus. And it was actually a friend of mine that was a state representative from where I used to live that ended up getting elected to that position. She still holds it to this day. So
that's one of those jobs that once you get somebody good, you just don't mess with it. I mean, Jesse White's been, since the 80s, Jesse White's been Secretary of State.
Oh, so we have term limits here in Indiana. So, so you only allow.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, so she actually is not allowed to run again because she came in halfway into a term, and
that blew one, just like college, right?
Yeah. So she won twice after that, and so that her term is up, and she'll actually be probably the longest serving state secretary that we've had here.
That's a shame. That's one of those jobs that's, as long as it's not powerful, especially in your state, if you say it's not a powerful, you got a good one. It's too bad they can't stay. But I understand that it is in the best interest of the people of the state to always change. And it should be a term limit on senators and congressmen, too.
Yeah.
I don't want to open that bag of worms.
Most of the positions here in Indiana, other than state senate and state representative, they have term limits. So
you know what? You're going to answer all these 5 questions I'm sending you without a struggle, I think, at all. I'm sending you 5 questions. And they're all about your state.
Okay.
And there's something special in there. And the envelope is right here. And as soon as I get Nerd Analyst's address, both of your guys get the tracking number and they're on their way. Everybody else's stuff has been mailed. Everything has a stamp. If you want a 1/2 gram or 1/3 of a gram, it's got a stamp. I'm not worried. It's going to be
nice. Aaron Kraus wants to know if he's the only one left in here. I think he is.
I guess we call it a night. Let's call it a night.
All right.
Aaron, thanks for sticking with us.
Well, Aaron, thank you. We just kind of been banting back and forth, and I've had a lot of fun, man.
It was fun.
There, so
Silver Round Table. We don't know. It's going to be always at the same time.
yep. I think
The three of us.
we should probably keep it more geared towards silver.
Right. Silver Round Table. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I think this one was kind of impromptu. We just kind of threw it together tonight.
That was the first Silver Round Table. Was kind of impromptu too. I think it was a 2-hour limit, 2-hour heads up.
We didn't have any kind of program for tonight.
No, I was going to roll coins.
No agenda. You told me when we texted and talked earlier, you were like, "Yeah, I'm going to do some Spider-Man stuff." I'm like,
I just had a
Spider-Man.
tapeworm was talking to me. Said, "Do Spider-Man." They love that part when you do the really rude Spider-Man. All right, peace, dude. Thank you for having me this evening. I had a lot of fun.
I had a ton of fun too, man. I'll look forward to doing it again real soon.
I'll bet you the numbers are going to be good on this one. The percent. I'll bet you the watch time will be higher than 20 minutes.
Hopefully.
That's good for a live stream, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
20-minute duration. Keep somebody in the room for 20.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, Aaron. Thanks for sticking. Native, if you're still around but asleep and can hear our voice, thanks, dude. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
That was fun. Apologies to anyone who might have been offended by my impersonations tonight. I meant it with all love and peace, and yeah, I didn't.
Write that down. All right, guys. Oh, you're back. What? Oh, he's gone. All right. Guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed tonight's live stream broadcast. This was a lot of fun. I'm still working through some of the kinks here with StreamYard. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We're going to look forward to seeing you guys again real soon. We're going to put together a video about the 71st Street Coin Show that's coming up tomorrow. We'll be putting out a video for you on that. And yeah, so that's it. So I've been Indy XP from the Independent Experience, here once again to remind you, if the women don't find you handsome, you should not eat the sour pickle bowls.